say, I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican world radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That will be me, Mike Winters. Happy Wednesday, everybody.
Yeah. Hi.
Good morning, Sean.
It's always like a fun crapshoot to see how Mike's going to sound each morning. How congested, how clogged.
How do I sound today?
You sound good.
Good. I don't feel like great.
You know what it is? It's the and. You wait for the and. See how you're gonna and like you're gonna go up or if you're gonna and. I think you were like mid-range this morning.
Yeah, I'm going out today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tired. It's one thing like I'm not achy like I was early in the week. I'm not as much head pain. I still got like a constant headache.
Yeah.
But my energy, oh man, I just don't have any.
It's
That's a big one.
I can understand that. It's you've been you're every ounce of you is fighting off this disease right now. Basically, the vaccine parts of you, the antibody parts of you, the parts of you that would normally like get up and make a sandwich parts of you are fighting a disease. So there's not a whole lot left.
Yeah. Well, good news is it's better. I mean, I'm not really this is not as bad as it was like over the weekend or last week, but. Yeah, now it's just tired,
right,
and kind of just lethargic.
You know what we need, like all of us in general. If you ever get to like a point when you're like you make a certain amount of money, I think we all need to hire like a personal mage.
Mage.
The nerds out there understand what I'm talking about. Somebody that can stand next to you and cast basically cast spells and imbue energy into you to like basically get you ready for a fight. If you've ever played like a Final Fantasy or anything like that, there's always like a mage next to you that will like say spells while you're fighting to like cover the team with like a spell of protection. See, I knew that would get Roy in here. I knew that would get Roy up. As soon as I started talking about that, I was like, I know Roy will come in here and help me out.
Yeah, you lost me.
Educate us, Roy.
I think you mean a healer.
A healer, mage. In different games, it just depends.
Or cleric or whatever.
Yeah. Basically, just somebody that's going to stand there and just cast a spell of protection over the team while we battle off the COVID. Somebody that can like cast a spell of protection over your antibodies while they're battling all the Rona in your body, so you can get up and like make a ham sandwich or something.
I'd like a healer.
I'm telling you, it'd be great, right?
Yeah, this is my expertise.
I assume that you would know a little something. So like, I mean, I know there's like this is all fantasy, but like. How would one become a mage? Like, what's the process by which is it imbued upon you by like an elder or like a mentor, or do you just like you find like a
mage
rock?
College.
Right, mage. I majored in mage. I minored in necromancy.
The Elder Scrolls game, they actually do have like a mage's college.
Do they really?
In the lore, yeah.
Okay.
But usually,
isn't Hogwarts got a division?
Well, yeah, it's all wizards.
It's like their ITT Tech. It's like their vocational school. Yeah, I went to
Hogwarts where you could specialize in healing.
I went to Hogwarts School of Magery.
Yeah, it's usually whatever class.
Medical transcription.
Off Route 9 in Poughkeepsie. It's relatively low tuition. You didn't even have to worry about the books. It was fine.
Hogwarts School of Vocation.
Hogwarts Vocational, yep. Hogwarts Votech.
Oh, I love it.
Well, with Dungeons and Dragons, you could just make up your own backstory.
That's true. You
just
got to roll and hope for the best. But, I just think that if we could like summon any spirits, right? I think we all need like a personal healer / cleric / mage.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it.
I could use something.
There's like red mage, blue mage, black mage, white mage.
You gotta watch out for that red mage. That'll get you.
Don't they have medicine to get rid of that?
They do, actually. It's ivermectin. You got to get the stuff from the vet though. None of that over the counter crap.
I'm about to say, not that over the counter mess.
That's
Don't
right.
work.
All right, Roy.
But
yeah, we just want to get you out of the
welcome
booth
to
for a
Wednesday.
second.
Yeah.
Sorry, we just I was
Roy.
like, as soon as I started talking nerd stuff, I'm like, that'll get Roy in here for a second. That'll be cool. But
Yeah, I didn't know what a mage was.
I figured you could use a little education.
I could.
Yeah, you don't have the energy to run away from this lesson, so I might as well give it to you.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm doing better overall. But like this morning, I'm feeling a little. Yesterday morning, I felt great, and then yesterday afternoon, I started feeling kind of meh. And
You know what
this
you
morning,
should do since you have a little bit extra free time, and now that Kim is kind of out of the house and you have the whole place to yourself minus the cats, go ahead and here's my recommendation.
All right.
Have you ever meditated? Like genuinely,
Not
seriously
formally.
sat down for like 10, 15 minutes and just put yourself into a state of meditation?
The closest I could say I've ever done things like that is in the shower. Like,
Well, there's other words for that, Mike.
that's meditating.
Go
No.
away, mate.
No. No. Sometimes not often, but once in a while, if I don't feel just energyless or whatever, and I've got the time, I'll take a longer shower and I'll just kind of sit there and kind of veg,
Okay.
shut my eyes and I guess you could say meditate.
Which
I
and
don't
that's
know
basically what
you
it
call
is. Is just tempered breathing, basically, staggered breathing, 5 seconds in, 3 seconds out, usually in through the nose, out through the mouth. And the way I kind of get myself into the headspace, and I know this sounds real like hippy dippy, but I'm just telling it because I always feel like a burst of energy after I do it. The best way to kind of get yourself into that headspace is to imagine the air actually traveling down your nostrils into your esophagus, into your lungs, filling those up, and then when it comes back out, back up. Like actually picturing the air moving. If you put yourself just seeing the air, you see nothing else, that puts you in that state of mind. I'm telling you, man, it'll help you get that energy level up. It'll help you kind of get your mind right, I think. And I feel like all this extra free time, you should be applying it to your chi,
Okay.
getting your chi right.
All right. Well, right now I apply it to resting, sleeping.
Fair enough. Shut up, you hippie.
No, I get what you're saying. I'm not one of those types that do all that stuff.
Nor was I. Nor ever was I. But I just.
But I understand what you're saying.
Over a course of time, I was like, you know what? I mean, I've tried everything, but might as well give this a shot. And I
mean,
just
I've
found-
done like when I'm by myself or something. Like I said, usually it's a shower but I'll sit and kind of, I don't know if I call it meditating, but just kind of close my eyes and veg and kind of focus and get centered.
Here's the problem that I run into when you're someone like me, someone like you, someone who works in entertainment or morning radio, is your mind is constantly like drifting to, another thought, drifting to like, a bit, that you did once or something that you think is funny, something that's going to make you laugh. That's always the thing I have a hard time with, is bringing myself back to now. Because I'm easily distracted. I know so are you. You're
This
very
is
much
true.
a squirrel. So that's almost like a challenge in and of itself, is breaking through those hurdles of, being able to push past the distractions.
Yeah, absolutely.
That might actually get your mind a little bit more, a little sharper,
All right.
Just trying to
I'm-
think of little mental
might
brain
do-
exercises. Since your body can't work out, you might as well work that brain out. That big, sexy brain of yours.
like I do a lot of that when I can work out.
Yeah. Well, I know that you're a regular 3 times a
Tone of
week,
fitness.
3 times a week gym, rat. So this has been hard
right.
for you. It's crazy. Mike has those muscle shirts that like have the really big dips in the armholes. The ones I'm talking about, where like they show all your sides.
That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't have the body for it, but he definitely has the shirts. It's real weird going out with him on weekends.
Well, I got to do something with all these Zumba pants, and the only thing that goes with the Zumba pants is the low cut armhole shirts.
Is the deep muscle tanks? Yep.
That's right.
Nothing sets off an afternoon of fashion like some Zubaz and some deep muscle tanks.
Nothing like a shirt that has big long straps that are real skinny, like women's clothing, and then that's my shirt.
A shirt that, while most shirts serve the purpose of covering up the nipples, this shirt does none of that.
It enhances them.
It just basically it frames them, essentially.
Oh, man. Well, I guess we should do the rundown.
Areolas like dinner plates. I'm telling you. Yeah, give me that rundown, Mike.
All right. We're going to replay. Sean is going to bring up off the internets our interview with Leah Boone from Central Valley Electric. And she joined us yesterday, and we chit-chatted about power days. That was yesterday, but they'll have more coming.
Yes.
And just talking about they've got a job opening. They're looking for a receptionist, customer service, front desk. And they're also wanting to let folks know about their home energy audits.
Yes.
So we talked all about that with her yesterday. So we'll do that this hour. Next hour, we'll have the folks from Big Brothers and Big Sisters of Southeast New Mexico. I'm not sure if it'll be Amanda or whom, Bill or somebody will drop by. And we'll chit-chat with them. And then in 9 o'clock hour, we'll chit-chat.
Yes.
You got time for that, Sean?
I believe we can make it work.
All right. And then I'm spent.
Pencil you in. Yeah. And he's done.
And how's everything going there?
Things are, relatively smooth. I mean, as smooth as controlled chaos can be. I got to say, and this is the thing. COVID Mike has been, he's been doing everything he possibly can with the energy level that he has. And God love him, I asked him yesterday to come in and cut a couple spots because if you listen to a commercial break here, I'm kind of everywhere right now. I just wanted an extra voice or two. So, God bless him. He managed to. COVID Mike came in. By the way, you did wipe things down, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So,
yeah, I except for my time talking, I was masked up and everything else.
Cool. Yeah, I walked in this morning. I wasn't sure as I was turning things on. I did the whole shirt over the nose thing. That classic move. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never figured out what this did except for just. I guess if you're just smelling your own body odor, it's going to cover up the odor of whatever is in the room. Because it certainly ain't keeping out no droplets.
It's just a false sense of security.
Yeah. Well, so is all this.
Well, here I sit.
Here I sit.
Yeah. So we're gonna play that for you, and then we'll chit chat, and I think that'll pretty much do it.
That should do it. Hey, I got to run next door, but real quick before I do, I wanted to mention, Mike, that you considered moving anywhere because you've been confined, so you haven't really been able to move anywhere. But when you do get to move, you should move on over to the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in downtown Roswell. Because the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop is utterly overstocked with all the fabrics that you need for your summertime festivities. As we gear up for fall time, they got all of them fall fabrics as well. Plus, a fantastic selection of brand new Brother sewing machines. And brother, let me tell you, this ain't your granddad's sewing machine, your grandma's sewing machine. Unless your granddad was pretty cool. He was, actually, I had a friend whose father was a dressmaker. And he actually made her wedding dress.
Okay.
Kind of a weird side story. So yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility for a fella to be handy with a brother. And brother, these brothers ain't like the brothers that your mother's brothers used to use. These brothers are brand new, brother. And you can check out that whole brand new line of sewing machines at the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop. You can also shop online at RoswellQuilting.com. That's RoswellQuilting.com, or just move on over to the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop in downtown Roswell, because if you want to know how, you come see the cow.
Absolutely. All right, 7:19. Let's take update for weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have low pressure east of the mountains and a dry downslope flow coming into our area. Mid-90s today, and we should get plenty of sunshine. Overnight looks clear with our low in the upper 60s. And then tomorrow it'll stay sunny, and our afternoon high should stay in the low 90s. Then we're back to the mid-90s and sunny on Friday. No rain for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. This is staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 69 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 66%. Winds are calm at the moment. For today, sunny. Highs right around 100. Not happy about that. 99 officially. South winds 5 to 15. Tonight, mostly clear with an overnight low of 68. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. For you Thursday, sunny, a little bit cooler, 95 tomorrow. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, mostly clear with an overnight low of 68. South winds 5 to 15. For you Friday, sunny skies, a high of 95. South winds 5 to 10. Weekend, Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 93. Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 93 as well. Rain chances in the forecast Sunday night and Monday. 20% Sunday night, 20% for Monday, with highs around 89 under sunny skies. All right, it is 7:21. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then on the other side, our interview with Leah Boone from Central Valley Electric Cooperative. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Roswell Skin Center, a brand new state-of-the-art facility located in the 400 Penn Plaza building here in Roswell, is now accepting new patients. Dr. Brandon Cometti and his team offer a full range of skin care services, including general dermatology, surgical and cosmetic procedures, including cutting-edge laser rejuvenation, Botox, filler, laser hair removal, chemical peels, and other non-invasive options to improve skin health and turn back the hands of time. Call and schedule your appointment at Roswell Skin Center today, 208-2509. That's 208-2509.
This is John.
Hey, my name is John Jackson.
He's not some actor. He's a steward of the land with a John Deere 3 Series tractor. John runs with us. Nothing runs like a deer. Get a 3 Series tractor with 0% APR for 72 months at your John Deere dealer today. For additional cost information, please call toll-free 855-633-2316.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia or Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
Talk about local color. Your trees are supposed to be green, not yellow. Hello, this is Jim Gill from Roswell Seed Company. While we've been talking about our colorful geraniums, I've been noticing a lot of yellow trees around town, particularly those globe willows. It may come as a shock to you, but those trees are supposed to be green. If you have yellow trees, come see us at Roswell Seed Company. We have a fix that's fast and easy and doesn't cost very much. Remember, it's okay to have yellow flowers, but not yellow trees.
We serve all New Mexico. If you think it's hard to take out a home loan, those rumors are wrong. It's not true. Contact Loan Officer Elliot Rodriguez, MLS number 41002 at CMG Financial, phone number 719-237-4680. At CMG Financial, we can help. Experience extraordinary with CMG Financial, every customer, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage Incorporated, MLS 1820. CMG Mortgage Incorporated is equal opportunity lender. To verify complete list of states licensed, visit www.mlsconsumersaccess.org.
Equal fair housing is the right for everyone to have access to all housing opportunities without discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, sex, color, familial status, or disability.
How many times do you think we could say lucky in 30 seconds? This is the lucky 13th year for the Artesia Chamber of Commerce's Clays Crusher Fun Shoot. If you're feeling lucky, please join us on Saturday, September 18th for a fun day of shooting clays. Luckily, we scored a spot at the Eddy County Shooting Range, and we'll have 2 rotations at 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. If you're lucky, you will hit all 70 targets. If we are lucky, the weather will cooperate. It's just $150 per participant. A team of 5 is just $750, and a sponsorship is luckily $1,300. Sign up at artesiachamber.com or give us a call at 575-746-2744. We just said 7 luckies in 30 seconds. Luck must be on our side. Clays Crusher, September 18th, artesiachamber.com. Paid for by the Artesia and Eddy County Lodgers Tax.
Celebrate heroes during Roswell Ford's first annual 9/11 Hometown Heroes Car Show, Saturday, September 11th from 10 to noon at Roswell Ford. Register now at roswellford.com to enter in the car show. Entry is $20 with all proceeds going to benefit local charities. You must have your vehicle set up at Roswell Ford by 8 a.m. on September 11th with your vehicle on display until 1 p.m. Trophies will be awarded to all first place vehicle finishers in all categories, plus a $1,000 cash prize for the best overall finisher. Deadline to enter is September 6th. Do you know someone who makes a difference at home, at work or school, or in the community? Nominate them for the first ever Hometown Hero Award. Complete and submit your nomination form at roswellford.com. You can nominate anyone to be a hometown hero. One Roswell Ford hometown hero will be selected and honored during the event. Register now for the first annual Roswell Ford Hometown Heroes Car Show, Saturday, September the 11th. This event sponsored by LGS Guns & Ammo, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, CRM Discount Awards and Sports, and National Furniture Liquidators.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 7% of American adults, roughly 16.4 million Americans, believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. We don't know if they asked them where strawberry milk comes from. Here's Mike Winters.
Joining us.
Hey, good morning. It is 20 minutes after 9 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from Central Valley Electric Cooperative, Leah Boone back with us.
Good morning, Mike.
How are you?
I'm great. I hear you're not so good.
I'm improving.
I'm glad to hear that.
Today's the first day that I felt better than yesterday.
Oh.
So that's good. I'm still wiped. I'm still tired.
Yeah.
My head constantly hurts, but I'm not achy like I was days prior, and a little more energy than yesterday.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I got vaccinated, but and so that's why I'm lucky. I just have cold. I haven't really had chest bad, a little bit of coughing, but mostly my head.
Right.
And I don't smell much. I can smell a little bit. Like
sometimes
really
that can
stinky,
be beneficial.
Yeah. If it's really stinky, I notice it. But if it's subtle, I don't notice.
Wow, I hope you get that back.
I think I will. It's good. It's like I use a bottle of Thieves, the essential oils.
Yes.
As my tester because that's pretty pungent. So I open the bottle and I smell it, and I can smell it, but it's not strong like it was 2 weeks ago. Last time I smelled things. So.
Oh well, bummer.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Doing good. Good. Came here today to talk about a position that we have open at CVE and to maybe make mention of our home energy audit again.
Very good. Yeah, I know we talked, and then I wrote it down, and then COVID brain.
You have a good excuse. Don't worry about it.
Very good. So one thing I do know is when folks work at CVE, they tend to stay there a while.
That's right.
That's just something that's always been a part of that because, like the company, the people that pay the bill every month are investors and part of the co-op. The employees themselves are very much a family, and yes, they work side by side on the lines or in the office or wherever. Mm-hmm. But it's a very family, just a good place to work for. People look out for each other. It's socialized, close-knit. It's a family-like environment for a company of that size. That's pretty unusual.
It is. So. And as a matter of fact, the whole reason that we do have an opening is because somebody is retiring. And so,
that's what I figured.
Yeah, and some folks inside the co-op, which is also a really cool advantage, get to try to move into those positions or apply to move into those positions of those that retire. So, we try to keep as many in-house as we can, but this opens up an opportunity for other people to apply now. So,
very good.
Yeah, we have a receptionist position open. It's also a cashier position. And this is literally the person that you see when you first walk into Central Valley Electric. This will be the eyes of the co-op from the front door. Yeah.
Very good. So I would imagine customer service skills very much in demand for this position.
Oh, absolutely. And not just in person, but really good greeting skills in person and on the phone.
Very good.
Yep.
So what about like the computer side, the Excel and Word and all?
Well, you would definitely have to be computer savvy. There's no doubt about that. The database that we operate with is something that's very individualized to Central Valley Electric, so it does require more personalized training than you can. Yeah, software. You couldn't just go to a class and get that kind of training. So all of that is pretty much hands-on. If anybody does have any type of experience with an iView program or NISC, then that would definitely help. And a lot of utility providers use that, whether it be PVT, CVE, gas companies, water companies. A lot of people do use that type of database.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
And like you said, this is your foot in the door with
Right.
a great company, an entry level position, starting out here as the receptionist, customer service person, and from there, it's up to you. You excel in the job, and maybe you go farther into marketing and things, or who knows?
That's right.
Maybe you find other
That's right.
other interests within CVE.
Very trustworthy person is needed in this position because there will be the handling of money. Definitely people who enjoy speaking with other people and getting involved with people and the public is definitely a requirement. I don't want to say that it's necessary for somebody to be Spanish speaking, but that's
But
always
helpful.
a bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine that kind of makes the steps a little bit easier if you get a customer that calls in, or I guess say member owner.
Yes, a
who
member
calls
owner. As a
in.
matter of fact, that's in the job description.
Would be a lot easier if you're able to converse with them in Spanish and save one more obstacle between you and the customer there.
That's right. That's right. We want to be able to communicate effectively with all of our customers and members.
Very good. And what's is it the typical office hours, like an 8 to 5 type?
It is. It is. And I think I've told you before, I mean, Central Valley Electric is a very disciplined place to work. So
Sure.
if you are looking for, a full-time position, it's 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And there might be occasional times, sometimes when our, if we do have a large outage going on, we do require some assistance from other people. And we do have dispatchers that take vacations. So, sometimes the receptionist or the cashiers will cover those shifts, which can be evening or weekend, because
That's extra money,
they
too.
operate with the same database and all the same equipment that the front desk folks do.
Okay. So there'll be familiarity there.
Yes. Yes.
Good
yes.
deal. And opportunity for more money for those that need it. And,
That's right.
And who knows, growth. And it's, I don't care where you work or whom you work for, the more skills, the more valuable, more tools you have in your belt, makes you more valuable and kind of lets you write your ticket a little
That's
bit.
right.
So,
Yeah. Excellent attention to detail is another one that our HR person is really looking forward to. This
Okay.
is something that whenever you're doing different types of work orders, any type of thing that you're entering into the computer has to be very, very accurate.
Very
So
good.
attention to detail is important. Being organized is extremely important. Honest, trustworthy, all of those things. We have other simple items within the office to use too. We still have faxing opportunities, copiers, printers that need to be utilized, the cash drawers, the computers, the keyboards, calculator. If you know how to use
Old
a
school
calculator,
tilt
that's even
knowledge.
better. Yep.
I had one on my wrist calculator once. No, I was kidding.
You cheater. But all of the Microsoft programs too, we utilize quite a bit. So whether it be Windows, Excel, we do. I don't know that the ladies up front would have to do PowerPoint type things, but it certainly wouldn't hurt if you had all of
Sure.
those Microsoft type systems in your head. So that would be good.
At least the fundamentals. So,
Yes.
So if you ever come across it, you're not completely flying by.
Right. And one of the things too, I think, Mike, is a good reason that a lot of people are interested in working at CVE, and we've had several applications already, is that we do offer health insurance. We do have a 401k. We have paid time off for sick leave as well as for vacation. So, all of this, there's a lot of benefits that go along with working at a cooperative,
It's a real
especially
job.
CVE.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
real job, career, the type that you can help and support your family with.
That's right.
Especially with the benefits and all that come with it. That that's y'all's investment back into that person.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's great.
Yeah.
So get the best way is probably go to the CB Co-op website and apply.
Yes, there's a couple of different ways you can do that. So at
Okay.
cvecoop.org, you can go to the careers section, click on that, and that's the only job opening posted right now is the receptionist and cashier. So there's no other postings. And then you would just apply online, or you can click on it and then you can print it out and fill it out and then bring it to the office or mail it in, whatever is best. You can also come to the office at 1403 North 13th Street in Artesia and apply in person. That doesn't mean that you're going to get an interview right on spot, but you can fill it out in person and leave it with the folks at the front desk.
Yes, and of course, in case you're not aware, the position is at the main office there in Artesia on 13th.
That is correct.
Yeah,
Yep, right when
just
you
in
walk
case.
in the front door of the headquarters.
Yeah, it's real. Matter of fact, if you like, because I did the commute from Roswell to Artesia for a few years.
While, yeah.
8 to be exact.
Wow.
But yeah, if you're on 13th, you can take 13th right from 285 there and shoot right in without getting it into the meat of town there.
That's true. And we do have folks that communicate. We have a few employees from Roswell that work in Artesia, and then some that work here in Roswell.
Very
so
good.
yeah, it's commuting is, if that's okay with somebody, then and they don't mind making that drive, then they can certainly apply too.
That it's good therapy, depending on when you have to do that drive.
I've heard that. Yeah.
And I used to have to do it early, so it wasn't. I even beat the oil field traffic.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it was kind of nice, cathartic.
You were probably on the road at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it was early.
Yeah.
Because I had to be at the office at like 5:30, 6.
Yeah.
So I left at like 4:30.
Bless your heart.
Yeah. Not anymore, though.
Good for you.
This morning I slept. I got up at 6:30 and walked 12 feet to my computer.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Yeah.
Well, I got to tell you, I could see a big picture of you right across from me.
Big flat mic.
Yeah.
We call him
really
BFM.
Cool. Well, I like that. That's cool. I'd rather
He's not
see
at
you
all.
here in person, but this is not bad.
Well, if CVE needs BFM for anything,
Okay.
he's available.
Okay, thanks.
I can't imagine what you would want him for. But
we
he's
might
available.
need you for if we get to have a member appreciation event this year.
There you
Set
go.
you up in the lobby.
That'll keep the riffraff out.
Yeah. I think the cardboard cutouts are a great idea.
Yeah, we had fun with that with the Historical Society and all that. So that was just one of the things that came out of it. So
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying I like it. It's a good idea.
Yeah. So not only do we have the receptionist position here for folks that are looking for employment, but like you said, the home energy audit, you guys are now taking more, I guess, reservations to get that done if you haven't had one done, and you're a CVE member, of course.
We are, and we had we did a bunch at the end of last year and then earlier this year, and maybe it's because it's summertime or still kind of hot outside. I'm not sure, but the referrals have been a little more minimized, and we'd like to get that back up in numbers and make sure that our green metal energy folks can take care of folks before the fall, before the winter. Not that they won't work throughout the fall and winter, but it never hurts to get ahead of the game, especially when it comes to cold weather.
Well,
so,
we know. We know, and especially when it comes to the air side, heating and cooling, it never breaks down at a convenient time.
No.
It just doesn't. So to have this home energy audit, they'll come through and make sure your doors are sealed, make sure the vents are done and all that, and obviously take a look at those things to make sure they're working. But if it's minute stuff, sealing, just sealing in something, they do that right then and there.
Yep.
But if it's something bigger, then they can let you know and get the ball rolling to rectify that.
That's right. So they start off with doing a blower door test, and I'm not sure that everybody knows what that is. I didn't know what it was until we first started doing these programs. But they pressurize your house to see where you're losing air, and they can detect that from an infrared system. And they have a pretty high-tech computer system that they enter all this information, and it tells them what they need to do to get that the pressures into a range that's better for the home, that's going to be energy efficient. So they do pre-test and post-test to make sure that they've made a difference in what happened with that pressure.
Yeah, and it's pretty quick, easy, painless. I mean, it takes. I had one done maybe 2 years ago, an hour and a half. It was in and out quick. They were. It was a crew of like 3, and it was like a well orchestrated, choreographed event.
They are. Yeah. We have also the duct blaster test. That's something that they go in and check your ductwork. So if your ductwork is accessible in your attic or below your house, they can also check all of that to make sure that you don't have any penetrations within your ductwork. And if you do, and again, if it's minor, they can repair that for you.
Yeah, it's really quite impressive what they do too. And then of course with like you said, the fall, winter, the cooler months coming, they make sure your pipes and stuff under your sinks are insulated and good to go, so you don't have to worry about freezing pipes as much.
Yes, and they will check your water heater too to make sure that it's well insulated.
Very good.
Yeah, it's an amazing group of folks. We're thrilled to be working with them, and they do have their primary headquarters is in Fort Worth area, but they do have a team of people who work in Chaves County, Eddy County, so it's you don't have to wait long. If we make a referral these days, it takes about, if it's not the same day, it's within a week.
Oh wow, so quick turnaround.
Yep, really quick turnaround.
And the best news for CVE members, completely free.
It's free, no cost. However you want to phrase that. It's no expense to the member.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, obviously, if they say your air conditioner's shot, we need to replace it, they ain't giving out free AC.
No,
but
no, we have a maximum budget for each household. Really, regardless of the size. So it just depends on, if there's something beyond that budget that they can't repair, then they're just going to be very upfront with us as well as the homeowner. So,
sure. Absolutely. And since we're talking home energy real quick, I do want to, throw the plug in. If you're looking for different ways for heating and cooling your home and things, CVE's always been kind of a example for the geothermal system. The CVE headquarters there, if you're applying for a job, check it out while you're there.
That's true. It's very interesting.
Yeah, but it uses the earth to heat and cool. It saves tons of money. It's more efficient. It's less. It's more green, cheaper in the long run.
Yes,
and more effective, and it checks all the boxes. It's like it's eco, but it's actually cost saving and more effective at the same. So it's a win-win for everyone.
It really is. And the other residential applications that we've helped people with are still up and running. They're doing great. They're saving people money. It's a very good investment if you can do it, especially up front when you're building a new home.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're thinking about that stuff and kind of wanting some information examples, please, CVE is a resource for you.
That's right.
And they could probably put you in touch with the folks that do that kind of stuff too.
Oh yeah, and we'll go over any type of rebates that are in place for geothermal as well as any air source heat pumps. And right now, that's what our program includes, our air source heat pumps. But they do have some different ratings that we require for the rebate. That doesn't mean you can't do what you want, but to get the rebate, we do have certain requirements and measurements for how much heating and cooling can be saved.
Yeah, I understand the Tim the Tool Man philosophy. It's like more is better.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to argue with you. You're right. But with AC and heating and overkill can be bad too.
It can. You're right. And we've actually seen that happen a few times. And we hate that those things do happen, but it's really a good idea maybe to get a second opinion if something doesn't seem quite right. And, I think that there are tons of people in the Carlsbad too, Carlsbad and Artesia, and then also Chaves County. I know there's people who all kinds of equipment providers. You have lots of choices.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So definitely ask around and all that too. And like you said, as far as equipment, even like hot water heaters and things, if you want energy efficient, discounted, CV has selections of those. They can help with all that stuff.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we sell the Ream Marathon water heaters. Okay. And they have the extra insulation. They have a titanium and a copper heating element, top and a bottom. And they come with a 5 to 6 year warranty on the parts. We're still a little unclear about that because we're due to have a meeting with our provider. So hopefully we'll get that clarified soon, but at least 5 years. And then if you get it registered within 90 days of purchase, you can get a lifetime warranty on the tank.
Nice.
Yeah, super nice.
If you're new to Southeast New Mexico, first off, welcome. But for those who've been here a while, and whatever lifespan they give you on a hot water heater, with its, I've seen some as 25 years. here in Southeast New Mexico, throw that out the window.
Yeah.
You will never get a full shelf life here because our water's just so hard,
right?
And it's brutal on them. If you get 60 to 70% of that life, you're doing pretty good.
Well, and we do recommend soft water systems being in place, especially in some areas where we know that the water is hard, because that will help the breakdown of the water heater. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes our water's so hard it doesn't
matter. Yeah.
I mean, it does matter, but what we would call soft is still very hard in other circles.
Very true. Very true. I can tell a difference because we have a water softener, and I can tell a difference when I go to my mom's or my sister's, and the water is just different.
Yeah. I grew up, my family, my dad, my grandfather, and it went on to my uncle. They had a company in upstate New York called Beacon Water Equipment Company, and they still do. And that's what they do is water softeners and water treatment, and that's their thing. So I grew up water softeners in the house and all that, and knowing all about. I used to help my grandfather build the water softeners and put the resin and all that together. So
wow.
So I have very, very limited knowledge of that stuff.
Doesn't sound like that you do.
Yeah. I know just enough to be dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Like many of the other aspects of my life.
Right. Well, we all do that. We all stick our hands in different pots.
This is true. While we got you here,
yes.
How was as far as apps and things? And I know you, like over the past year, there's been a few scammers and things like that. Any of that kind of stuff going on right now that we need to raise the flag on for people?
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I thought we had it kind of tamed and not under control necessarily, but that one of our situations had gone to the wayside. But last week I had a fellow bring in a postcard, and on that postcard it said CVE on it. It didn't say Central Valley Electric Cooperative, but it said CVE. So again, it's kind of misleading. Sure. And it was a company that was trying to encourage people to consider solar and offering benefits and offering incentives and things like that. And he actually was considering solar and came in our office and asked about what are these incentives. And I explained to him that was not us. And, if you look at the very fine print, it does say that they're located somewhere in, I don't know, Boston, maybe, just for lack of a, you
gotta be careful.
I know.
People are sneaky.
I know. Yeah. So, but they put real big bold letters, CVE. So I just don't, people get really creative with those kinds of things. And we have seen that postcard before. And so I pointed it out that, this is not in the state of New Mexico, and this is, certainly not our co-op. So, but.
Well, and that gentleman did the right thing.
Yes.
If you get anything in the mail or email or whatever that looks like it's from CVE and it's offering some kind of rebate or program or discount or something,
right.
ease of something, and it looks suspect, even if it doesn't look, don't hesitate.
Yes.
Call CVE.
Yes.
Call the office. And they'll be happy to get you straight on it. It's like, no, that's us, or no, that's not us.
And that is very true. And we do have sometimes communication barriers with people who are calling outside of the co-op to different members' homes. And believe you me, we do not give out any private information. We don't give out addresses. We don't give out phone numbers. So how people get these phone numbers of people, I have no idea. But we do have people that call our members, and as well as probably XL customers too, and identify themselves as being with a certain company. And then because of language or communication issues, they don't always understand what's going on. Yeah. So we do get some calls from some of our members that have questions about, well, why is this person calling me if they're not one of your people? And, 9 times out of 10, they're not involved with CVE. So
sure. Well, just a good rule of thumb, general. If people are trying to get you to pay for things via gift cards or money orders or anything like that, 9 times out of 10, it's shady.
Exactly.
99.9% of the time.
Well, and we don't take payments over the phone, period. we have our Smart Hub program, which you've helped me discuss with the communities before. And that is the secure way of making payments, the secure way of managing your usage and looking at what you use. And it's, we try to make sure that everything is done securely and safely.
Absolutely. And like I said, if anything doesn't pass the smell test for you, don't hesitate to call CVE, and they'll get you straight.
That's right. And if somebody doesn't know what the answer is, they'll find it. And we get a lot of calls like that. So
yeah, and you're actually helping CVE too, because you guys want to be aware of,
That's right.
of what people are putting out there and what so you can go on your end and try to mitigate some of that stuff.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah. Is there anything else we wanted to cover that we forgot or skipped over?
I do need to alert our communities that today is a peak day that's been called by our wholesale power provider. This will be our 6th one for the year. I think they can call up to 10.
Okay.
So today, between the hours of 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., we ask that everybody try to beat the peak, if you will. And that's just an opportunity for us to save on energy during that time. So, things that you could do are be sure to turn off your lights that you're not using at that time, turn off any equipment that you're not using, maybe turn that air conditioner up a few notches just to keep you comfortable for a couple of hours.
Sure.
And don't turn on your ovens. Try not to do any laundry during that time. And that will help measure what our energy purchases look like in the future. Therefore, that helps with our rate design, and then it helps with the rates for our customers. So if you can beat that peak and just cut back on using power from 4 to 6 today, we would greatly appreciate it.
Well, obviously, I think today's one of those days that they're calling for temps either at or near 100. I imagine Eddy County is probably going to hit the 100. We're going to be right about at it.
Well, and our wholesale power provider is located in Oklahoma. We actually have 2, but they seem to always be aware of the hotter days. So they usually they call it right on those days where it's going to hit 100.
Yeah. So even if you're not a Central Valley Electric member,
right?
Still probably a good idea.
It is.
It is. Conserve that power a little bit.
We're all part of the Southwest Power Pool. So
it's all connected.
It is all connected. So it's right. Any customer or any member, anybody that receives electric services should conserve all the time, but today especially between 4 and 6.
Yeah. Go read a book for 2 hours.
Yeah. Do something. Grill outside if you have a pretty strict, dinner regimen. Go do something fun. Go. Yeah. But I think that's it. I can give out our phone number again. It's 575-746-3571. Our website is www.cvecoop.org. And we do have a direct email opportunity. If you have a question, if you don't feel comfortable giving us a call, you can send us an email via our website and member services.
There we go. And of course, you can always like and follow Central Valley Electric Cooperative on Facebook.
That's right.
You might want to type in all of that. There's some, just don't do CVE. You could probably find it, but there's some stuff that's close to that might confuse you.
And we are Central Valley Electric in the state of New Mexico, not Central New Mexico. That happens a time or two, but we did put some information on Facebook today in regard to ways to save and beat that peak. So
yeah, absolutely. So, and of
check
course,
it out.
If you need any help with any questions about anything, if you want to learn more about the geothermal or any of that stuff, and certainly if you're looking for a career, here's a chance to start in as a receptionist for your basically the front lines for customer service for CVE right now. Apply online, cvecoop.org.
That's right.
Awesome. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Well, and thank you, Mike. And I sure hope you get better and better.
Well, thank you. I think today's the first day I'm feeling optimistic.
I'm glad. I'm glad. And hope to see you in person soon.
I should be. If all goes according to plan, this is my last week here.
Okay, good.
So, awesome. Well, thank you, Leah. We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Take care.
Okay. Thank you.
Leader. We help you digitally transform your business to do more, faster, and more secure. Selecting DSI gives you access to the world's best technologies, award-winning local technicians, and our commitment to the New Mexico communities we serve. One local source for all your technology products, services, and the personalized support you can only get from DSI.
It's time for the Southeastern New Mexico Sports Report. Got some ball being played yesterday. Let me pass along some scores. How about in volleyball, where it was the season opener for Artesia and Carlsbad against each other? This was in Carlsbad, and Artesia wins in 3. And also a 3-set victory for NMMI, season opener for the Lady Colts. They defeat Jowl in 3. Those scores were a little bit closer, though. Also, in boys soccer, it was Artesia losing to Hobbs by a score of 3-0. That was the second game for Artesia, which defeated Moriarty last week by a score of 3-0. And it was Goddard in the season opener in girls soccer for the Lady Rockets. They defeated Valencia by a score of 2-1 yesterday. Remember, Goddard showed some promise last year and ended up winning a playoff game before exiting last season. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at 92.9 The Brand.
Have you ever had someone do something kind and out of the ordinary for you? How did that make you feel? I know for me, it brightens my day. Hi, this is Pastor Troy and Julie Smotherman for the Joy of Marriage.
Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not get tired of doing what's right, for after a while we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't get discouraged and give up." I've learned when you don't know what to do, just do the next right thing. Keep sowing good things into your spouse and your family. Be patient. God promises He will give you a harvest. It will make a difference. A successful farmer just keeps on working and expects to have a great harvest.
I know when my husband brings me flowers, it blesses me. So do something unexpected for your spouse. It will pay off.
If you have any questions or would like further information about the Joy of Marriage Ministry, please go to jomconference.com.
Maybe your AC unit needs a little tender, loving care. If you don't know where to turn, then you don't know Jack. In fact, they're downright funky. Let the boys at Fergie's Plumbing and Heating get your AC unit ice cold, just like some of my lady friends. Don't let any fool make you lose your cool. Fergie's Plumbing and Heating. If you don't know Fergie, then you don't know Jack. 632-2660.
Imagine pool water that is extremely soft and gentle on hair, skin, and eyes. Soft Swim is a chlorine-free sanitizing system by BioGuard. Simple and easy, Soft Swim will give you a crystal clear pool that feels luxuriously soft. Your pool might just become the destination of the entire neighborhood. Application is a breeze, no mixing, no pre-dissolving, and routine maintenance is simple. Come to Mays Lumber Company today, the only dealer for Soft Swim by BioGuard.
You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
Platinum Auto Services specializes in complete automotive care. It's the shop that does it all. From auto diagnostics and repair to dress up, rig up, and clean up, Platinum Auto Services has you covered. Platinum accepts all fleet management accounts and offers free pickup and delivery. Oil changes, tires, alignments, suspension, lift kits, and easy approval financing available for those unexpected repairs. Give us a call. The shop that does it all. Platinum Auto Services, 575-689-6900.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Wreck 'em.
He's got the catch as he dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
It's time to pave the way for the LBK.
Show the world what it means to come from Lubbock, Texas.
Tech has won this game.
Join us Saturday, September 4th, as the Red Raiders kick off the season against Houston on your home for Red Raider football. The Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Hugh Hewitt is now in Roswell on 106.5 FM KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.
There's a growing sense of desperation in Afghanistan now that President Biden refuses to extend the August 31st deadline for wrapping up the evacuation of trapped Americans and Afghan allies. Desperate to escape the Taliban, it's growing increasingly difficult for Afghan nationals to access the Kabul airport, and that's even if they have permits to fly abroad. The BBC's Lise Doucette in Kabul.
We're getting reports every hour of Afghans pleading, begging for help. They say they have all the documents to leave. Some of them are interpreters who had worked for the U.S. military. They say they have what's called a special immigrant visa, but they're being turned back as they approach the gates at Kabul International Airport. And then there are thousands more who see this race to the exit, and they simply are, in these last days, desperate to find a way, any way out.
Military service members must immediately begin to get the COVID-19 vaccine. That from Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin, a memo issued earlier today. Congressional Republicans opened the door to the budget reconciliation process, and the Democrats, well, they walked right through that open door.
Amid the chaotic withdrawal of U.S. forces and interests from Afghanistan, President Biden was handed a domestic boost as the House approved the budget blueprint for his prized $3.5 trillion national rebuilding plan.
To win the future, we need to take the next step. Today, the House of Representatives did just that.
The 220 to 212 vote on the $3.5 trillion package overcame unanimous Republican opposition. Mike Gracia, Washington.
Thousands of firefighters working to contain Northern California's destructive Caldor fire, rapidly advancing toward Lake Tahoe. Wall Street, the Dow down a fraction, the NASDAQ 15 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Let's be boring and do a commercial about cash-out refinances. It's Ryan, and our mortgage team will often have a listener say, I think I understand what a cash-out refinance is, but can't that be bad for you sometimes? So let's hit on that. As with anything, it's certainly not the right move for everyone. If we don't have to, we don't want to add a bunch of years onto our loan, or increase our monthly payment too much, or pay more in the long run. But because home values have skyrocketed so far up the last few years, while rates have come so far down, we've seen many scenarios where listeners today can pull out a significant chunk of money from the new value in their home while lowering the years on the overall loan, while lowering their monthly payment, and lowering how much they ultimately pay. The key is to just look at the whole picture and be honest with yourself about your situation. If you're looking for someone to show you your options, we are United Faith Mortgage.
United Faith Mortgage is a DBA of United Mortgage Corp. 25 Melville Park Road, Melville, New York. Licensed mortgage banker. For all licensing information, go to nmlsconsumeraccess.org. Corporate NMLS number 1330. Equal housing lender. License in Alaska, Hawaii, Georgia, Massachusetts, North Dakota, South Dakota, or Utah.
Vice President Harris's Southeast Asia tour has taken her to Vietnam, where she's stressing the importance of a united front to counter Chinese aggression.
The Biden administration is trying to claw back what it believes is lost U.S. influence, lost over many years, but lost during the Trump administration, where President Trump focused mostly on China, paid very little attention to Southeast Asia. Vice President Harris has offered partnerships in medical technology, pandemic preparedness. She opened the first branch of the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, the U.S. one, in Hanoi today. So she's capitalizing on that as much as possible.
And that's the BBC's Jonathan Head. Japan expanding its coronavirus state of emergency for a second week in a row, adding 8 more regions as a surge in infections fueled by the Delta variant strains the country's healthcare system. News and analysis, townhall.com. Big music and surfing festival in southwest England linked to some 4,700 confirmed coronavirus cases.
About 76,000 people attended the Boardmasters Festival in Cornwall during August 11th to the 15th. Attendees were required either to be double vaccinated against COVID-19, to provide a negative lateral flow test within 24 hours of arrival, or show proof of immunity through past infection within the last 6 months. A Boardmaster spokesperson said infection prevention measures in place at the festival had gone beyond the government guidance. Authorities in Cornwall, a tourism hotspot, asked visitors to stay away this week unless they'd already booked a vacation. Jeremy House reporting.
Israel's defense minister accusing Iran of using its territory to launch last month's deadly drone strike on an oil tanker in the Arabian Sea off Oman. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number.
Atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce
of Mornings with Mike Winters. We're right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy middle of the week.
I'm sitting here pantomiming as you're talking, just trying to match my lips with your words, because the camera's aimed on me, and it's just weird me sitting here in silence while you're talking. So I'm like, let's see if I can throw my voice, make it look like I'm saying what you're saying.
Yeah. Maybe people will think you're impersonating me.
Yeah, just sitting here talking to myself. It's kind of weird, right?
But impressive.
I'm still doing it, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can figure out how to do it. You can start your own podcast.
You know what? I think we need to go back and watch the replay to see how accurate I am, because I want you to see this. I want you to be a part of this. So later on today, just, when you're feeling up to it, go back and watch the replay and see how it did.
Okay. Will do.
All right.
Well, today, I'm going to do my best. I got to work with my wife on this one.
Oh,
Today, Bob Ross documentary.
Oh,
that's out on Netflix.
Right. You know what? I feel like she'd be in, though.
It's in. It's ready.
Yeah. No, as far as Kim, I feel like she'd be in. As far as
she is
watching
in on it.
Cool.
That's my conundrum.
Oh,
I can't watch it during the day today.
Is it a series or is it
No.
It's a 1 hour and a half documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your problem is you have to wait.
Till tonight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So your problem is, like the rest of us, you have to suffer through a day in order to get to your evening's entertainment.
Unless I cheat, of course.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do that.
But that's the thing, because I know you. You'd be like, oh, this is a good part, right? Oh, crap.
Yeah.
You'd give yourself away.
I would.
Because you'd want her to pay attention to all the important parts.
Yeah, exactly. So to avoid that, I will just not watch it today.
Yeah.
Although, now, granted, I'm a man who's been stuck at home for the last week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get this. Do you know the show Breaking the Band? Are you aware of the show?
Breaking the Band?
Breaking the Band.
Is it okay? It's
a Reels channel.
Okay, it's like making
it
the
comes
band?
on yeah, but it's generally bands and why they broke up.
Oh,
so like Guns N' Roses
then no.
or
No, I was thinking of the P. Diddy show Making the Band.
Yeah, no. This Breaking the Band. Dee Snider hosts it, and
Right.
it's a pretty popular show on Reels channel for those that watch that channel.
Mm-hmm.
When they're not showing autopsies of dead people.
Sorry, I
they're
have
showing
to-
Breaking the Band.
I have to go back now and watch the Chappelle show Making the Band. It was one of the best things ever, where he had the guy following him around with the umbrella, and all of a sudden, because he believes in himself, he could just fly at the end.
Yeah.
Sorry, off topic, I know, but that's all I could think when you were talking about Making the Band, is Diddy just showing up and be like, y'all gotta go give me a sugar cookie on foot from Queens.
Well, Breaking the Band
Uh-huh.
is opposite of that.
Right.
So, I kind of dig the show. Like, I watch it, and a lot of it's a lot of 80s bands.
You're like
kinda
me, and
my
you
wheelhouse.
like to find out the inner story behind things. You're never
I do.
satisfied with the performance as it is. You want to know what's happening behind the curtain. And
I'm a behind the curtain guy.
I'm
Yeah, big
right
time.
there with you, because I grew up watching shows like SNL, and then I watched Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, and I realized, this pretty veneer they put out for the public, it's chaos backstage.
Yeah.
That's the part that kind of intrigues me.
Well, and I've caught up on a couple of the things I've had recorded that I didn't watch.
Right.
A lot of them were the autopsies. So like yesterday, I spent a couple hours watching the autopsy, the last hours of Chris Cornell.
Oh, wow.
And what's his name? The Stone Temple Pilots guy. It just slipped my head.
Weiland.
Yeah, Scott Weiland. Yes, thank you. And I watched those, and of course they're depressing.
Oh yeah, but so did they figure? I mean, as far as like the autopsies go, did they determine anything other than what was the cause of death? Because I have a theory behind this that I can't really talk about on the radio.
Yes and no. Are you familiar with the autopsy show?
I'm familiar.
Dr. Hunter.
I'm not familiar with the show itself, but I'm familiar with a lot of rock autopsies.
So the premise of the show is you get this forensic pathologist, Dr. Hunter, Michael Hunter.
Dr. Hunter.
He's some kind of LA celebrity doctor guy.
Okay.
He even looks like it. He's probably in his 50s.
It looks like a
but
doctor.
He's got that spiky white hair.
I know. I know the look you're talking about already. Yeah. That kind of like forward, but also up at the end.
Yeah.
The sea crest.
Yes. Yeah. But anyway, so he does, like, he's done a bunch of them. He does Hollywood celebrities, does rock stars. He's done like Hendrix to presidents to just John Wayne to more controversial. But anyway,
sure.
So I watched those. But the point I was making, their other show, Breaking the Band. So it's about a show, mostly 80 bands, and of course all the ones I grew up to watching. So I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I'll watch them. That's how Kiss broke up,
right?
Well, this Sunday they're advertising, and I caught it earlier. They're advertising their premiere of Breaking the Band, the new episode.
Okay.
And it premieres Sunday. But I'm excited, and I'm going to watch it. I can't wait. But it doesn't qualify to make the show. The show's called Breaking the Band, and they're doing Metallica. Metallica hasn't broken up.
No, they haven't.
They're still a band.
Yeah. Well,
how can you have Breaking the Band Metallica when the band hasn't broke yet?
Is it the whole Newsted
It's probably going to be their story. It's probably going to be a whole Cliff Burton and Jason Newsted. And it's going to be all the same story I've heard 1,000 times.
But Burton wasn't booted. Burton died,
He
right?
died. He died in a bus accident.
Right. So,
yeah.
I mean, that, yeah. That's
well,
like them doing
Jason Newsted was booted.
It's like them doing a
He
Breaking
quit.
the Band of Def Leppard.
Yeah, Jason Newsted quit.
That's the thing. Newsted was the only one I could think of, which I loved that I know this one random fact is that he left the band to form when he left Metallica, he formed the band Cryoburn.
Well, he was in a band. Was it Crocus? What was the name of that band?
I think Crocus was what the
one when he was
project.
in before Metallica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's the only thing I could think of breaking. But they were fine. I mean, they got Trujillo and they moved on.
Well, and then they get obviously some of these breaking of the bands. Like there's bands that they do that technically still tour today, but it's like one original member.
Oh yeah,
and so they do those.
The rest of them are just heads in jars. Skinner is the one that comes to mind, and actually Skinner, none of them are original, are they? Because they all died, right?
Yeah, the brother. Is the one that,
okay, so it's the brother of the.
Yeah,
that makes some sense. But yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure they're going to do the same thing with Wolfgang over in Van Halen. It's like everybody else is going to die off, and Wolfgang's going to be the only one left.
Well, I don't know. I think now that that the matriarch has passed, Eddie, I don't see Van Halen continuing.
Yeah, that's going to
whatever. I think Wolfgang and them, they'll just start their own band if they pursue that.
Wolfgang and Friends. What was so that's the thing is after the Grateful Dead broke up, there was like 6 offshoot bands. There was like Dead and Company. That was the one with John Mayer. There's a bunch of them.
Because when I think of Grateful Dead, I think John Mayer.
I think Your Body is a Wonderland. That's it. I want to run through the halls of my high school.
That's like John Tesh introducing Metallica.
Here's the thing.
What is that about?
Here's the thing. I love me some Metallica. I love me some rock music. I kind of have a soft spot for John Mayer. I know that doesn't come as a big shocker to you, but
well, I know for you.
The album No Room for Squares was legit one of my favorite albums in like high school, college.
Yeah, I'm just out on any of these John Mayer,
You don't
Dave
like
Matthews.
harmony. That's the thing. You don't like music with harmony.
I like harmony. I dislike white dudes that try to get women with guitars.
It's not necessarily the end goal, right? But they were trying to make records. The fact that they got ladies is just kind of the fringe benefit.
Like a guy like John Mayer, he's like, I picked up a guitar to pick up chicks.
I will say,
what I feel like.
There's nothing more entertaining to me than watching John Mayer's face when he sings. It's one of the most just entertaining things because he makes the weirdest face shapes. Like, just watch his mouth when he sings. It's like he's having trouble forming his mouth around the word.
Yeah, just not my bag. I like Metallica, and that's it.
You know what? I'm a fan myself. I've recently taken a rather large liking to the band Volbeat. You know, just I found a lot of their back stuff that I'm getting into.
Good deal.
Yeah,
you might see him to the end of the Mountain God sometime soon.
That's true.
I know they had way before the pandemic. They used to have what's that rock band with the chick singer? Hurricane, not Hurricane. Oh,
are you talking about OTEP?
No. No, they sing. She sings. She doesn't scream. No. It's something like Hurricane or
before Metallica.
They came out in early 2000s.
Okay.
It's a female lead singer. She can rock. I mean, they rock.
Are you talking about Paramore?
No, they've been to the Intermountain Gods a couple times. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to look it up in a break because this is kind of eating me. Oh, what are they called? Oh, I'm trying to think of the song.
Bikini Kill, L7. It's not Evanescence. I'm sure it's not Evanescence.
No, it's not Evanescence. It's
yeah, we're gonna have to figure this out.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up in the break here. So, we do have a guest this hour.
Yes.
Right. Are they here?
I believe so.
Sweet. Is it Amanda or is it Bill or is it both?
Totally sure. I didn't let him in.
Well, we're gonna have the folks from Big Brothers and Big Sisters join us here in just a little bit. And oh man, that's eating me up, that name. I'm gonna look it up.
Well, you do the weather. I'm gonna go do some good news on the other station, and we'll go from there.
Okay, sounds good. It is 17 minutes after 8 o'clock. Let's get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have low pressure east of the mountains and a dry downslope flow coming into our area. Mid-90s today, and we should get plenty of sunshine. Overnight looks clear with our low in the upper 60s. And then tomorrow it'll stay sunny, and our afternoon high should stay in the low 90s. Then we're back to the mid-90s and sunny on Friday. No rain for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. This is staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. I was trying to look it up, but I had to get the weather fresh, so I didn't get a chance to do it. I'll do it in the commercial here in a minute. Currently 72 here in Roswell. Humidity is at 61% with winds out of the south at 5 miles per hour. Sunny and hot today. Highs near the century mark. 99 officially. South winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight with an overnight low of 68. South winds 5 to 15. Thursday, sunny and 95 for a high. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour. For you Friday, sunny, 95. South winds 5 to 10. And then looking at the weekend, mostly sunny. Highs in the low 90s, 93 on Saturday. More of the same on Sunday, mostly sunny, 93 for a high. And then Sunday night and Monday, we've got rain chances, 20% Sunday night. And Monday at 20%, mostly sunny. Highs near 90. Near. Not at. Near. So we'll take it. All right, it is 8:19. We're going to take a commercial break. I'm going to look up that band, and then we're going to have the folks from Big Brothers and Big Sisters join us on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
The massive vehicle elimination event is on now at Roswell Honda. A huge roundup of clean, quality pre-owned vehicles marked way, way down to clear the lot. They need the space, so you get the savings. Like a 2014 Grand Caravan for just $169 a month, a 2010 Honda Pilot for just $159 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Cruze for just $139 a month. And with $2,000 of payment assistance, now is the best time ever to buy. Get a 12-pack for stopping by, a smartwatch with qualified test drive, and Monopoly with every purchase. The massive vehicle elimination event on now at Roswell Honda. 2177 West 2nd.
We serve all New Mexico. If you think it's hard to take out a home loan, those rumors are wrong. It's not true. Contact Loan Officer Elliot Rodriguez, MLS number 41002 at CMG Financial, phone number 719-237-4680. At CMG Financial, we can help. Experience extraordinary with CMG Financial. Every customer, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage Incorporated, MLS 1820. CMG Mortgage Incorporated is equal opportunity lender. To verify complete list of states licensed, visit www.mlsconsumersaccess.org.
Equal fair housing is the right for everyone to have access to all housing opportunities without discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, sex, color, familial status, or disability.
It takes all types to make up a community, and Big O Tires knows communities. We know each community needs teachers, doctors, and farmers, but we also know that some of them need crazy football fans, overly enthusiastic baristas, barbecue pitmasters, wacky bank tellers, and hilarious bus drivers. Big O Tires knows this because they're a part of these communities, because since day one, they've been proud to be locally owned and operated. And now through September 19th, they're showing everyone in their communities that they care by offering a great deal. Come in today and get up to a $70 reward card on select Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. So no matter your role in your community, all the folks at Big O Tires are proud to call you neighbor. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Not valid with other offers. Disposal fees extra and up to 10% shop fee based on non-discounted regular retail price not to exceed $35. Additional retailer offer advertised within is independent from the manufacturer's offer. See store for details. Not all stores are locally owned.
Martine's Capital Cafe in Roswell offers authentic and highly rated New Mexico food. Explore their amazing menu featuring huevos rancheros or asado with eggs or their green chili stew. And you can't forget their award-winning green chili cheeseburger, all made from scratch using their finest and freshest ingredients. Open for carryout with curbside delivery or limited dine-in. Just call ahead 624-2111. Martine's Capital Cafe, always pleasing the most refined palate. Open Monday through Saturday from 6 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. at 110 West 4th in Roswell.
The High Caliber Summer Sale is on now at LGS Guns and Ammo. Now through Labor Day weekend, save big on guns, ammo, and everything you need. From brands like Glock, Ruger, Springfield, Smith & Wesson, Mossberg, and more. Plus, massive savings on ammo, targets, magazines, optics, and knives, and a great selection of Springfield St. Edge rifles. The High Caliber Summer Sale on now at LGS Guns and Ammo, Southeastern New Mexico's authority for guns and ammunition in Hobbs or Roswell, and at lgsguns.com.
Have you been dealing with stress or anxiety lately? Don't let that stop you from getting the dental work done that you know needs to happen. Hi, this is Dr. Sarah Usher with Carabelli Dental, and every day we help people just like you have a relaxing and pain-free experience with IV sedation. Just imagine a dental experience where you don't remember the needles or the drills. If that's what you're looking for, we can help. Let us ease your stress and create the best dental experience ever.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental at the corner of 9th and Main or call 622-4455. Celebrate heroes during Roswell Ford's first annual 9/11 Hometown Heroes Car Show. Saturday, September 11th from 10 to noon at Roswell Ford. Register now at roswellford.com to enter in the car show. Entry is $20 with all proceeds going to benefit local charities. You must have your vehicle set up at Roswell Ford by 8 a.m. on September 11th with your vehicle on display until 1 p.m. Trophies will be awarded to all first place vehicle finishers in all categories, plus a $1,000 cash prize for the best overall finisher. Deadline to enter is September 6th. Do you know someone who makes a difference at home, at work or school, or in the community? Nominate them for the first ever Hometown Hero Award. Complete and submit your nomination form at roswellford.com. You can nominate anyone to be a hometown hero. One Roswell Ford hometown hero will be selected and honored during the event. Register now for the first annual Roswell Ford Hometown Heroes Car Show, Saturday, September the 11th. This event sponsored by LGS Guns and Ammo, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, CRM Discount Awards and Sports, and National Furniture Liquidators.
This is Dallas Cowboys football 2021.
Prescott in the gun. They blitz.
Only heard here.
Deep ball by Prescott. Man all alone at the goal line. CeeDee Lamb.
All season.
43 yards, a touchdown, and a touchdown dance. Sunday afternoon, it's your Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Live from AT&T Stadium on this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 10 a.m., kickoff at 11 on 92.9 The Brand. Brought to you by Tate Branch of Carlsbad.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. During your lifetime, you'll produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. Spit out this bit of information at your next pool party. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 25 minutes after 8 o'clock. And joining us in studio this morning from Big Brothers and Big Sisters, Amanda Ware back with us. Good morning, Amanda.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Fine, thank you.
Good. I know it's a little different than our normal.
It's a little different.
I'm standing by still, by the way. I'm
good.
just kind of wandering in and out. So,
Oh,
I
okay.
might have him keep the camera on Amanda as I set a big flat mic, so you actually have some eyes to stare into.
Okay.
By the way,
Uh-huh.
Hailstorm.
Yeah, I know,
That's
dude. I
the
thought
name
of
of
it
the
as
band.
we got off the air too. It's Hailstorm.
Yeah, that was the band I couldn't think of. I kept thinking Hurricane. I was like, Hurricane or something? Hailstorm. Thank
Well,
you.
and of course that made me think of Cherry Bomb from the '80s, The Runaways. So I was like, that's not right at all.
Well, I feel better now. So all is right in that world. So, Amanda,
Hi.
are you a big Hailstorm fan?
I don't believe I've ever heard of them.
All right, what's your music preferences? Just out of curiosity.
Well, I have a whole bunch of preferences. The only thing I do not typically care for is rap.
Okay.
But I like a lot of things. I like old rock and roll. I like
Okay.
country. I like Motown.
Hailstorm
oldies.
is a band. They're a rock band. They're hard rock.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say they started in maybe late 90s, early 2000s. But they have a female front person, and she rocks. So we were talking about female singers and something, and I couldn't remember the name of the band last hour, so I had to look it up. So now I feel better. So how is the world of Big Brothers and Big Sisters this morning?
We're doing pretty well. We still have a waiting list, of course.
Okay.
But we're still, kind of keeping our eye on the school situation. But everything other than that is going well. We have a lot of inquiries. We have a whole bunch of interviews set up.
Good. Well, I would imagine, all the back to school, after school programs, that's kind of on hiatus for the COVID stuff. We're just happy they're in school right now. That's a start.
Yes, definitely.
We get phase 2 here as they get their routines situated and all that. So, but in the meantime, the I guess you could say the traditional program. I don't know the
Our
off-site
main
days.
program, which is our community-based program, is up
there you
and
go.
running, and we are in desperate need of volunteers.
Yeah, I know over the last couple months, you've been spotlighting some of our littles and talking about some of their hobbies and interests and things. Maybe we can do a little bit of that today. If
I
you
was
get a
wanting
chance.
to, yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely good. But I know even when we're not in COVID and not in crazy times, you guys were always short on bigs. And I would imagine right now even more so.
Yes, that is correct.
Very
We
good.
always need bigs and donations.
Bigs and bucks,
Bigs
as
and
Bill
bucks.
always says. Speaking of bucks, how's I know you haven't had a bowl for kids' sake, and I know that the one from I guess
Last year we were not able to have our Bowl for Kids' Sake.
Yeah.
This year we are planning on having it, normal time.
Okay, in April.
Hopefully, in April
timeframe.
or May.
Okay.
Hopefully, the state will be open.
Hopefully
by that time.
I know that's right now. You're thinking like, oh yeah, that's May. That's a mile away. But here we sit into 2 years of this now. So what are you gonna do? But in the meantime, if folks would like to help out, I know if you can go to the website and donate now, that's a great way to help easily. Which I'll give you the website before we wrap up today. But it's a great way to help out there. Also, just volunteering time. That's the big thing. It costs an average of $1,500 to make a match and for it to go for a week. So like Amanda's saying, the need for bigs and dollars are equally important, because without either one, the program can't thrive. And so if you're looking for something to do that's really easy and makes a big impact, Big Brothers and Big Sisters might be the that option for you. Talk a little bit about the requirements and things to being a big, and just give it kind of what you're looking for when you are recruiting bigs.
We don't have like strict criteria when we're recruiting bigs. We take people of all walks of life, all ages, all economic background, either professionals or stay-at-home people. The main thing that we require is that you be over 18, are willing to submit yourself to a interview, which is pretty lengthy. They've redone our interview process, so the interview for you will take about 2.5, 3 hours, and then you have to pass a background check. CYFD does our background checks, so we register you with them, and they take your fingerprints, and then we do some additional screening. It's that background check requirement that's the main qualifying criteria for you to be a big. You have to be able to pass the background check.
Gotcha. And something else I want to. This is a process. So if you walk into the office today and say, I want to be a big, you're not going to get a little tomorrow. It takes the time. Like Amanda's saying, there is the background check process, which is to make sure, for safety reasons, for yourself and for the littles, that's all done. And then it's the matchmaking process, because they just don't say, here's a little, here's a big, good luck to you. They try to match you up and pair you with similar interests, likes, desires, wants, or things that gel. I mean, you're not going to find a little clone of you out there.
Right.
But you're going to find kids that, enjoy some of the same things you do.
Part of the matching process, like I said, the big goes through an interview, but the little and their parents go through an interview as well. So we take all of that information when we're making our match, so that we make sure we pair the big with a child with similar interests or have similar schedules, so that it makes the match start off a little easier and you have something in common to bond over.
Absolutely. And that makes it more fun for everybody. I mean, I would imagine, especially bigs that maybe don't have a lot of experience around children, you question everything, and that's where you guys help and make it where it's a little smoother, and because kids can be hard to read. Some are very easy. Some you gotta have a decoder to do it.
That is correct.
But you guys help with that, and that's part of the not only the matchmaking, but that maturing process. And just at the end of the day, you're just coming out to be a friend, someone to hang out with this little. You're not there to certainly be a parent or a disciplinarian or any of that stuff. You're a mentor. You're a friend. You go and you do things together, provide an environment for the kid that may not have those opportunities in their current situation. Maybe the parents work a lot. Maybe it's a single parent. Maybe they're foster care. You're really just providing that enrichment and giving a different perspective a little bit for that youth, that child. And it really is a beautiful thing. And I know all of us get nervous and like, I don't know what to do. But after the initial getting to know each other, then it's like dealing with your friends or dealing with other people in your life, and just, incorporating them into it.
And also to help with that, like once you're paired, it's not like you're left alone. We have someone assigned to you and to your match who's called a match support specialist. So once a month, every month, that match support specialist will reach out to each member of the match. That's the parent, the little, and the big. And ask you questions and make sure everything's going all right, to assess if you need any needs met, or like say you're meeting with your little and you're having trouble coming up with topics of conversation. The match support specialist will walk you through that. They'll give you resources. They'll give you lists. They'll help you come up with things to overcome barriers or to build connections or to make that match as strong as possible.
Absolutely.
So you're supported the whole time.
Yeah, and that's the great part about this. You're not alone. It's a team. Yeah, you got your big and little partnership, but you're not by yourself. There is a support group that really probably have seen. I'm sure you and your other staff members have probably seen or experienced just about everything. It's that most bigs and littles come across and can help navigate through those things.
Right, and every match support specialist is required to have the minimum of a bachelor's degree in something related to social service or social science.
Okay.
So they're coming from a place of knowledge.
Yes, they have the qualifications and the background training to help with this. Cool. So let me ask, I know everything's on the other programs kind of on hiatus with COVID, but is there like a waiting list or any kind of sign-ups like that for that right now?
A waiting list for what? I'm sorry?
Oh, I know the after school, but some of the site-based stuff and some of the things that you can't do right now, or is there any planning in the works or pre-registering or anything like that going on?
For the site-based stuff, no. Because for site-based, we get most of our referrals from the schools themselves. And that's, with everything going on, that's just not possible for us to get right now. But our community-based program is still going strong. That has not stopped. Once you are matched, we do have COVID-safe policies that we'll train you in, to help you, like with your little, if you still want to meet in person or if you want to do a virtual match or meet over the phone. We have those options in place. With everything so up in the air, we never really know which way we're going to have to isolate or stay separate from each other. And we don't want that to impact our matches. So we do have policies in place that everybody signs and agrees to. So it's not like we're going to pair you with a little and then, the state shuts down and you're like, I have no way or idea how to keep that match going. Because we do have policies in place, we have training in place, and we have staff to support you through that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're not alone. I know, I would imagine there's a lot of people that have reservations on why they don't feel like they are good at this or could do this. And I'm trying to get you to see that we talk ourselves out of these things, and all of us can do it. It's easy. It's just interacting with other human beings. That's all Big Brothers Big Sisters is. It's you being a mentor for these kids. You don't have to be some kind of superhero. You don't have to plan grandiose adventures. You just have to spend some quality time and incorporate this child into your life. Maybe it's, movie trips to the movies, trips to the park, out to lunch. Maybe it's a Zoom call helping with homework. It's all of that. That's Big Brothers Big Sisters. As far as getting the process started, what's probably the best way to do that at this point?
If they call our office, the number is 575-627-2227. They can talk to one of our staff members, and we will give them information on the program. We can sign them up if they're interested to have an orientation or an interview. The first step would be to call the office.
Okay. And give that phone number out.
575-627-2227.
Yes. It's a BBBS if you
on the end. Yeah.
The letters, the last four.
For those who still remember the rotary phone.
That's right. And you can always go online to the website and learn more. If you'd like to donate, help out, learn that kind of stuff, you will find the links there on the website. Mm-hmm. It is www.bbbsenm.org. It's all the initials for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Southeast New Mexico. So
and there should be a lot of information on there, like when or if we are able to have Bowl for Kids' Sake, that information is going to be on there. Okay. You can also go online and fill out an application if you're interested in becoming a big, or if you have a little that you feel needs a little extra support.
Sure.
You can put inquiries in through our website. You can make a donation. You can just interact with our Facebook page. The more people who interact with our Facebook page, then the more it gets, placed up there on other people's feeds.
More traffic, more eyeballs, more visual, more information getting out there. So, you know, I got to ask on the little side. I know if you know a little that would be great for this program. What's the requirements for a little to participate in Big Brothers Big Sisters?
They have to be between 5 and 17 years old.
Okay.
And they have to be referred.
And that's about it.
That's about it.
Okay.
Now, sometimes we do get children who are referred to us who have like maybe a higher level of need than we can provide. But at that time, you know, our caseworker will let you know that that might be, because our volunteers come in from off the street. They're not specially trained in any way. We give them training. We do give them training and we give them support. But like, we're not like, we're not
doctors
respite
of
care
psychology
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they're not trained specialists.
But should that happen, if a family, you know, inquires with us and their child their criteria doesn't fit our program, we do have resources that we can refer them to, or we'll try to get them the help that they may need, even if we are not quite the right fit.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is
because it's community service.
Sure. Big Brothers Big Sisters is a program to be a mentor towards youth. It's not a program to change behavioral activities and things like, you know what I mean? It's not a get straight program. It's not
it's not get straight. It's not like respite care. It's you know, our volunteers don't give any kind of medical or physical care at all.
Yeah, it's mentorship. They hang out and we have ice cream sundaes and go play in the ballpark and that's what we do. Very good. Let's spotlight a little. Give us a dating profile, if you will, for one of our littles.
I have a little girl here. Her name is Amber. She is 8. She's looking for a big who is patient and loves to do girl stuff. She likes going to the store. She also likes eating new foods. And she enjoys dancing, drawing, and going to the grocery store.
Can she go for me?
Yeah. I've never had like this little kid loves going to the grocery store. She likes trying new foods.
Okay. I like doing that too.
Yeah. I have never seen an 8-year-old like that. I would have traded her in. No. My kids were so picky. They didn't even let their food touch on the plate.
I've learned that pretty much if it's not mac and cheese or anything with hot Cheeto dust on it, kids don't want to mess with it.
Yeah. Covered in cheese or Cheetos, some kind of fake cheese.
I have a niece that she's obsessed with the hot Cheetos and the hot what's a
Takis.
Takis, Takis, that's it. Yeah. And I don't get it.
It'll rip up your stomach. I have a nephew who's banned from eating Takis because he'll just eat and eat. And then you can hear him crying, I won't eat these again. Like, you know, it hurts their little tummies if they eat too much.
Yeah, probably need to stay away from it. At least not all the time.
And then I have another little boy here. He's 8. Yeah. His name is Joshua. He's looking for a big that loves the outdoors and likes to have fun and go on adventures. He enjoys MMA, listening to books, Hot Wheel cars, real cars, and being outside.
Nice. So he likes cars and mixed martial arts and cars.
And listening to books.
I'm pretty sure there's you could throw a rock and hit a guy that likes exactly all those things.
And remember, if you're a guy and you do like all these things, you're probably going to be doing them anyway. So,
exactly.
Yeah. It would be neat to have a little buddy to do them with.
Especially car people. If they work on cars, they need a mentor. They need someone to mentor. Because they always try to talk to their spouses or their friends that aren't into cars, and then we got to suffer through that. And so if they get a little that actually likes that, you're going to actually probably make better friendships with your friends that you keep crowbarring all your automotive knowledge that they really don't want to know. And so
I'm glad you knew what MMA was, because I did not.
Yeah, it's mixed martial arts. Yeah, it's the octagon and all that. Yeah, they like that stuff. I've never really watched it. I'm not a big. I've watched boxing when I was younger, but I've never been into all that. So, anyway, so we got a little boy and a little girl, both looking for bigs right now. Both of them sound like there's a bunch of people that share those same interests. And I know, ladies, this little girl, you know why she loves grocery shopping? Because I don't think anyone's taken her like shopping yet. You know what I mean? Like she needs to go like purse shopping or shoe shopping or something. And next thing you know, she's probably gonna shift that from grocery shopping to, mall
I don't
shopping.
know if she likes to eat and she likes to learn how to cook things.
Okay.
That would be the grocery store.
Yeah. Maybe she'll
might
teach
be
us.
a budding chef.
Maybe there's a person that can't cook that could use mentorship from the little on how to cook things.
Then I also have a little boy. He's 11. His name's Billy.
Okay.
He's looking for a big who likes to build things. He loves figuring out the mechanics of how something works and fixing anything mechanical.
Okay.
He likes video games, playing outside, football, baseball, and soccer. And he likes riding his dirt bike and going fishing.
Again, he could probably throw a rock and hit a guy that would love all those things. Yeah. And around here, too, there's not a lot of water. So there's only so many fishing places you can go. So maybe you've swam in the same circles already and didn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
But very good. But again, all three of these and many more need homes right now. Or not homes, need mentors.
Mentors?
They have homes. They need mentors. Sorry, I got a little bit of COVID fog. Again, reach out, call, or get online, www.bbbssenm.org. If you don't remember any of that, Google Big Brothers Big Sisters, Roswell, Chaves County, southeast of Mexico. All of those will get you where you need to be. Don't forget, too, you can like and follow Big Brothers Big Sisters. Again, look for Southeast New Mexico on Facebook, and you can like and follow and stay up to date on like any updates for Bowl for Kids' Sake or anything like that. You'll find them out through the Facebook page. Very good. Is there anything else we wanted to mention we didn't get to?
No, I don't think so.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Next time I'll see you, I should be in front of you instead of that.
I'm sitting here looking at your cutout, and your cutout head is way bigger than your head because the hat they put on it is teeny tiny.
Yeah, that is very big, and it's kind of scary when you're in that room by yourself and the lights are off, and that thing's just lurking in the corner.
Yeah, that would scare me.
It's nightmare fuel. It's nightmare fuel.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you, and we look forward to talking to you next time, and hopefully you come in and say, hey, so-and-so has a big now and all that. So
okay, next time I come, I will have a list of the people who were matched. So
all right.
Let's
get some good news.
Get some good news. Yes, sir.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Amanda. Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
All right. Take care. All right. It is 8:48. Let's pause for news, weather, and your town hall business update. Quick break. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. A lawsuit filed on behalf of a New Mexico nurse and an agricultural worker challenges the constitutionality of recent public health orders requiring people with certain jobs to get COVID-19 vaccinations and restricting admittance to the state fair. The lawsuit filed last week in federal court asks a judge to block enforcement of the order requiring health workers, teachers, and certain other workers to get vaccinated. An indigenous leader from New Mexico and former U.S. Interior Secretary Bruce Babbitt called on the federal government Tuesday to overhaul its oil and gas leasing program to ensure the protection of cultural resources, saying for far too long tribal expertise has been ignored to the detriment of sacred landscapes. Acoma Pueblo Governor Brian Valle and Babbitt highlighted recommendations outlined in a new report. That report looks at the government's leasing policies and how they've been implemented across the U.S. West over the last several decades. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have low pressure east of the mountains and a dry downslope flow coming into our area. Mid-90s today, and we should get plenty of sunshine. Overnight looks clear with our low in the upper 60s. And then tomorrow it'll stay sunny and our afternoon high should stay in the low 90s. Then we're back to the mid-90s and sunny on Friday. No rain for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. This is staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander. Best Buy raised its sales outlook for the year after breezing past Wall Street expectations in the second quarter. The nation's largest consumer electronics chain joined other major retailers, including Walmart, Target, and Macy's, in putting up banner numbers, suggesting that Americans are spending even as the Delta variant spreads. Walmart says it will start farming out its delivery service using contract workers, autonomous vehicles, and other means to transport rival retailers' products directly to their customers' homes as fast as just a few hours. The nation's largest retailer said it will dispatch contract workers from its Spark delivery network. On Wall Street, the Dow ahead 30 points to 35,366. The Nasdaq gained 77 points, closing at 15,019, and the S&P 500 up 6 to 4,486. With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
It's an old story. You go on vacation, you relax, you have a good time, and then you come home to a world of disarray. Your mail is backed up. You have 100 messages on your voicemail. Your lawn is 3 feet tall, and your pool has developed a nasty algae problem. Well, the good people at BioGuard can't solve all your problems, but they can help you with your pool. So before you go on vacation, stop at Mays Lumber at 115 South Virginia in Roswell and ask about their special vacation plan. BioGuard has a wide variety of products that will find algae and take care of your pool. So when you come home from your vacation, you can depend on your pool to relieve your stress and not add to it. Because BioGuard guards more than your pool. They guard your time, your vacation, and your peace of mind. BioGuard at Mays Lumber, 115 South Virginia in Roswell.
We cut to order, special order, products sold and new. You can count on Mays Lumber Company.
We serve all New Mexico. If you think it's hard to take out a home loan, those rumors are wrong. It's not true. Contact Loan Officer Elliot Rodriguez, MLS number 41002 at CMG Financial, phone number 719-237-4680. At CMG Financial, we can help. Experience extraordinary with CMG Financial, every customer, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage Incorporated, MLS 1820. CMG Mortgage Incorporated is equal opportunity lender. To verify complete list of states licensed, visit www.mlsconsumersaccess.org.
Equal fair housing is the right for everyone to have access to all housing opportunities without discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, sex, color, familial status, or disability.
You're invited to the 15th Annual Ag Invitational Golf Tournament, happening September 2nd through the 4th at the Artesia Country Club Golf Course. Proceeds raised will benefit the Eddy County, Chaves County, and Eastern New Mexico State Fair Junior Livestock Sales. Sponsorship at this year's event includes over $12,000 in prizes, plus closest to the pin, door prizes, free drinks and food, and player and sponsor gifts. Call Juan Jimenez for more information and to sign up, 575-746-6732. Presented by First American Bank, Schooler Purina, DBS Commodities, CVE, Royal Services, and Pecos Valley Equipment.
There's never a bad time to break out a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas. At home, the office, in the club, wherever. Parties happen with La Poblanita Party Tostadas, the perfect crunch, seasoned just right and ready to get the party started. It's the dippable chip that bites back, the chips that make bland salsas better. Grab a bag of La Poblanita Party Tostadas at your local grocery store across all of southeastern New Mexico and take the party up a notch with La Poblanita Party Tostadas. They're all that and a bag of chips.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, we're getting close to fall and cooler weather. It's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571 to sign up. Call now.
Join Hot New Country 92.9 The Brand and Fiera 106.1 for a live broadcast this Saturday at Roswell Honda. The massive vehicle elimination event is on, and that means truckloads of savings, rebates, discounts, and more. They'll have lots of great giveaways, including a smartwatch with a qualified test drive and Monopoly with a purchase. And register to win a 65-inch 4K LED smart TV. See you Saturday, 10 to 1 at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Being in the Army National Guard is about more than just serving your country. It's about being there for your community when your neighbors need you most. The Army National Guard makes college affordable. Serving part-time lets you attend school full-time while you take advantage of education benefits that can help you graduate debt-free. If a civilian career is your goal, serving part-time allows you to work at a full-time job. The skills, qualities, and contacts you'll develop in the Guard can open doors to a great civilian career. Want to serve but worried about being away from friends and family? Part-time service in the Army National Guard allows you to serve close to home. Serving in the Army National Guard lets you have the life you want while you enjoy the many benefits of serving your community and nation. You owe it to yourself to learn more about how the Army National Guard can fit into your life. Visit NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. A U.S. quarter has 119 grooves at its edge. A dime has one less groove. So by definition, that makes a dime less groovy. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 56 minutes after 8 o'clock. Stay tuned next hour about... we're chit-chat next hour. No guest scheduled, so we'll talk and chit-chat about lives and things going on and all that good stuff. So that's coming up next hour. Tomorrow, let's see, we're gonna have Amy McVeigh-Tejas join us in the 8 o'clock hour from the Historical Society, and of course they've got a lot going on. They've got their dinner in September. They've got all kinds of stuff, but they're doing their fundraising event right now, and they're on Instagram too. You can follow the Historical Society on Instagram. We'll have the link up tomorrow, but if you're on Instagram and you want to go look for the Historical Society, like and follow there. And of course, collecting. If we got a change drive going on. We got a big bucket, or not bucket. It's a Coca-Cola bottle, plastic actually. We have in our office. Some other offices in places around town have some. If you'd like one, reach out to the Historical Society. They can make sure they can get something to you to collect change. But every little bit helps. Of course, they got a big bill with the roof replacement, the foundation work, the roof on the archives facility. They've got to cover half those costs, not to mention just general upkeep of keeping a historical building in shape and maintained. So that's a lot of money, and they need help with that. So Amy's going to talk more about that. We'll talk about the fundraiser, the dinner here in September, also the Change Drive campaign, book fair, all that stuff. We'll talk all about it. So that we'll have Amy in tomorrow to talk more about that. So, and then on Friday we'll have her and Donna Oracion. That's a different hat. Leadership Roswell Alumni Association. We're gonna, over the next couple weeks, the month here through the month, we're gonna be interviewing all of the award recipients from the Leadership Roswell Alumni Association, and Donna will be our first one on Friday. But we'll be doing that in the coming weeks here in the next month or so. So be on the lookout for those. We have some great people in our community, and we're going to spotlight them as part of this too. Kind of like the Artesia Chamber, their magazine. Of course, they're this most recent edition honoring those unsung heroes in our community. Much like that, Leadership Roswell, they do the same thing, and so we're going to honor those folks. But that's all coming up in the times ahead here. All right, it is closing in on 9 o'clock. Time for some town hall news. And then on the other side of news, we'll come back, we'll chit-chat, we'll learn about more things that you may or may not care about, and we'll be back. Don't go away.
on air and online. This is Roswell's home for talk radio, KEND Roswell.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. The rush for the exits taking on added urgency in Afghanistan now that President Biden has refused to budge on his end-of-the-month deadline for wrapping up evacuation flights and getting the military out. U.S. Senator Tom Cotton says his staff doing its best to advise stranded Americans on how to reach the Kabul airport.
Senator Cotton tells the Salem Radio Network about all he can do right now is give trapped Americans the information they need to make their way to the airport.
Coaching and guidance about how to get to the gates, how to survive in the hot temperature.
Cotton says that advice includes ways to avoid what he calls a Taliban goon squads.
In some cases, we have been able to, with friends and contacts inside the wire, actually pull them inside the wire and get them on planes.
Cotton says President Biden should extend the deadline for the U.S. troop pullout until all Americans have been evacuated. Bob Agnew reporting.
In earthquake-ravaged Haiti, the distribution of emergency food, water, and medicine continues. U.S. military helping with logistics of distributing supplies across the island since roads and bridges have collapsed. But shipments of food still arriving, according to this spokeswoman from Christian nonprofit relief organization Food for the Poor.
These people are absolutely in dire need. I mean, they have lost everything they ever owned. And our containers we have confirmed have arrived safely. They weren't harmed by the grace of God. So thousands of families will have something to look forward to.
Anyone wishing to donate to relief efforts for children and families in Haiti, you can go to our website, srnnews.com, click on the Help Haiti banner. Defense Secretary Austin ordering members of the military to get the COVID-19 vaccine and to do so immediately. Wall Street stocks have now bounced into positive territory. The Dow is up 59 points, the Nasdaq ahead 3, and the S&P 5 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Andy. If you don't know me, it's probably because I'm not famous. But I did start a men's grooming company called Harry's. The idea for Harry's came out of a frustrating experience I had buying razor blades. Most brands were overpriced, overdesigned, and out of touch. At Harry's, our approach is simple. Here's our secret. We make sharp, durable blades and sell them at honest prices for as low as $2 each. We care about quality so much that we do some crazy things, like buy a world-class German blade factory. Obsessing over every detail means we're confident in offering a 100% quality guarantee. Millions of guys have already made the switch to Harry's, so thank you if you're one of them. And if you're not, we hope you give us a try with this special offer. Get a Harry's starter set with a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, shave gel, and a travel cover, all for just $3 plus free shipping. Just go to harrys.com and enter 3388 at checkout. That's harrys.com, code 3388. Enjoy.
Germany's leader says her country is prepared to talk to the Taliban to safeguard the gains of the past 20 years while insisting that she will not offer any unconditional guarantee.
Angela Merkel's address was somber. She spoke of a bitter new reality. Preserving gains was her theme. There'd been no international terror attacks launched from Afghanistan since the 2001 attacks on the US that sparked the intervention, she said. But the danger of backsliding remained and had to be prevented. Mrs. Merkel also highlighted development gains. Germany is to continue evacuations as long as possible. But for a leader who's been in power for 3/4 of the US-led operation in Afghanistan, it must all feel like a heavy defeat.
That's the BBC's Danny Aberhard. Morocco's foreign ministry says the country regrets what it calls a completely unjustified decision of neighboring Algeria to break off diplomatic ties. Townhall.com. Israel's defense minister is accusing Iran of launching from its territory a deadly drone strike on an oil tanker.
The Mercer Street, an oil tanker that was sailing in the Arabian Sea off Oman, was struck by a drone aircraft on July 29. The attack killed 2, a British national and a Romanian. The tanker is managed by a firm owned by an Israeli billionaire. Benny Gantz says Israel's assessment was that the drone was launched from Iranian territory and approved by Iranian leadership. He said Israel has the means to attack and will not hesitate to do so to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
Northern California's massive and destructive Caldor fire continues its march in the direction of Lake Tahoe. An army of firefighters engaged in a desperate struggle to stop the fire in its tracks. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The travel listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Tres Inviernos.
Of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Yeah.
We did it, everybody.
everyone's doing
Halfway there.
Hopefully everybody's doing okay. It's kind of a rough world.
It sounds like maybe you're feeling a bit better. Like the morning was hitting you a little hard, but it sounds like maybe you're starting to get up a bit.
My head's clearing a little bit.
Good.
Still tired.
Yeah.
Man, I'm tired. But other than that, and I was a little snotty this morning. I feel a little snotty now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were kind of being a jerk this morning. Terminology.
Wrecked him.
Dang near killed him. I don't know if you got a chance to see your most recent sign when you came in yesterday.
Yeah. I can't remember what it said.
It said, what? Me worry?
That's
Hell
it.
yes, me worried. Have you seen the world?
I did see that. Yeah, I snuck in when everyone's there. When everyone's gone. Sorry, not everyone was there. Everyone was gone. So I sprayed down after I left.
He walked out backwards, spraying Lysol with him behind, he moonwalked out of here, spraying Lysol the whole time. It was kind of cool.
That's right.
He left a video.
Michael Jackson-esque. Even had one glove on.
He did. The one glove that he shut the door with. How? And he shut the door.
Said a hoo-hoo. And out I went.
Spray down.
Yeah. I was going to say something that just spaced on it. Oh. I know what I can mention. Yesterday, of course, we had a bunch of stuff. They had the rally at 10 for the healthcare workers and the vaccination mandate.
Yes.
Sounds like I saw pictures and everything from that event.
Yeah, it
looked like they had a good turnout.
Quite a decent turnout there on the courthouse lawn.
So good things there. Keep that momentum going.
The
other thing, American Legion had the Legacy Run yesterday, and that was a big success. They had, I think, 300 and some bikes come through the area. They, I think they raised a couple grand here.
Nice.
And the Legacy Run, when they left here, was about up to $93,000 that they raised on the trip for the Legacy Scholarship.
Just this trip?
Yes. When they started out in Arkansas there. And then they're going to finish in Phoenix, where the National Convention for the American Legion will be taking place
this
here
Friday.
this weekend.
It starts this Friday and it goes in through this weekend, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yes, good reports from both of those things.
Absolutely.
So, glad to hear that. And then, of course, I was mentioning at the bottom of last hour, talking about Historical Society. Amy will be in tomorrow in the 8 o'clock hour. We'll talk more about that. They're on Instagram now.
Ooh, they got the gram.
Money. Yeah, so you can follow them on. Matter of fact, I got a link. I got to get to Tanner for tomorrow, but I'm not going to worry about it today.
You got to let her know about them no filter selfies.
Yeah.
See if she goes #no filter.
Maybe you can set up a little something with BFM.
Oh yeah.
Her.
You know what would be cool is if we had the ability, and I don't think we can do it like through the Boxcast or anything we have right now, but you know how like on Facebook you can turn on certain filters to where like it looks like you're a cat?
Yeah.
Like it was real big like a year and a half to 2 years ago. There was a bunch of people that were like doing like press conferences where they were announcing like a shooting or something like that, and the guy couldn't.
The lawyer.
It was a lawyer.
The lawyer was a big one,
and he couldn't get the.
I'm not a cat.
He couldn't get. I just want to let you know I'm not a cat. I'm not doing this on purpose. This is a Facebook filter. I'm not a cat. I love that. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
Thanks for
He
clarifying.
says it so like we want to make sure you know this.
Matter of catly.
Exactly. But I was gonna say something. Sorry, this is the brain fog part.
You know what?
I can't keep thoughts straight.
It happens, and that's the thing is you've been going through a lot lately. But yeah, we've it's been a busy time. Good to see the turnouts have been good at all these events, and hopefully that continues.
Yeah, absolutely, definitely. This hour we're gonna chit chat. We got some. Unfortunately, my world is this house, so all I know is what I see on TV or on the internets or whatever.
That's all any of us know, though. If you think about it,
This is true.
Yeah,
but it's different when you go out and about. You feel like you see things, and you're kind of, in the loop a little bit. And I'm not.
Do you still giving yourself a little outside time, going out to the back porch every now and again?
Yeah, I'll go out there. I did a male run yesterday. That was tiring.
Doing a female run today.
No,
so touche.
Well, see, my wife went back to work.
Yes,
but she ended up hurting her back yesterday morning, getting dressed or something. I don't know. I was not awake, so her back's sore.
Because everything takes so much more energy and so much more like muscle, to focus to get it done when you're in that COVID fog. I'd imagine.
Yeah. So she's sore and walking around like an old person. So I said, well, I will venture outside and go get the mail. And there was no mail.
Oh, that's the worst. You're all, you open the mailbox, nothing. Like,
I did forget to take the trash out yesterday. That I just spaced on. Matter of fact, we prepped because where the trash can is located in the garage. You kind of have to move Kim's car,
right?
Otherwise, it'll bump it.
Right.
And she gets salty when you do that.
Oh, makes sense.
So the night before, we backed the car and pushed the trash can outside. I just forgot to take it out there. Then yesterday afternoon, when I went to get the mail, I was like, "Oh, that trash can! I was supposed to take it out to the curb, and forgot that." So Friday, I will try again.
I literally took my lunch break day before yesterday, went home and changed out my cat boxes because it was getting bad. So this is my lunch break. I went home and changed it out. But I got to tell you, this is one of the most exciting moments of my adult life happened while I was changing my cat box, and I'm shocked I never knew this was a thing.
Okay.
So when I got my new kitten, I bought a new cat box. I wasn't paying that much attention to the cat box that I bought. The one I bought was a sifting cat box.
Oh, it had
an extra tray, an extra layer.
Yeah,
just pull the thing out.
Of those.
Dude, that's a freaking game changer.
It does help.
That is, I was floored. I'm like, this is amazing. It was one of the happiest moments of my adult life was finding out that I have a sifting cat tray.
We had one for a while, but Kim went back to the old school.
Yeah.
And
Why go back? Yeah, why go back when you've reached the promised land? Why go back?
This is a sore subject. Litter boxes.
I remember you guys had the auto box there for a minute.
Yeah, this is right up there with bedspreads. These are our two
first world problems
areas of contention: bedspreads and litter boxes.
The Mike Winter story.
Yeah, and so yeah. By the way, I still have a $200 automatic litter box just sitting in my garage. Or did we throw it away? We may have thrown it away at this point. It may be gone. I think I might have thrown it away.
Because you have to have like the special litter for it, right? Like the chips or whatever.
It's nothing about it is handy. Nothing. It's expensive. It's huge. It's just, it sucks up a whole room. It's like, you can't put it in a bathroom because it's half the bathroom floor is being sucked up by this ginormous poop box.
Right.
And
What are the inherent benefits? That it cleans itself and eliminates the smell, I guess?
Well, if your cat likes it, it like the cat, what it did was it had this special blue fancy, which it kept getting caught in the cat's paws and everything.
Mhm.
It was bad. So we had to buy the special internet-only litter,
Right.
which is dumb. And then what you fill it, and in theory, the thing has the cat goes in, does its business, and then when the cat leaves a few seconds later, it cleans it out. But it's a counter, so like if you're trying to track your bathroom movements for your cat, it helps you do all that. I mean, it's in theory, it sounds good.
Right.
You can't get a cat on board to use this thing. I mean, I had one of our cats used it once and never touched it. The other one,
well, yeah, you're putting
looked at me like
you're putting a Decepticon in the corner of your room, and it's basically come crapping me.
So we left it up for weeks,
Mhm.
and we had 2 litter boxes. We had a normal and that ginormous thing, and it got used once in 2 weeks. The other one looked like a murder scene.
Because they're like, oh, we're just going in here now. Hey, I appreciate the robot you brought in, but we're going in here.
They didn't care how dirty that other one got. They were not using that highfalutin fancy sucker. So I gave up.
Dang. Well, that right there. Yeah, I mean, because part of me's like, yeah, the convenience would be nice, but you know, all that extra stuff, the internet only thing, that reminded me of there was a few years ago, there was a company that came out with it was basically this big box, and you put it on your kitchen countertop, and the whole thing was it made cold pressed juice. Okay. But in order to make it, you had to buy these packs of pre-made juice, pre-mixed juice in like these packets. And so the thing was, you put the thing in the machine, you close it, and it would press out the juice out of these packets. What people were figuring out was you could just press the juice out of the packet yourself, like with your hand, and you didn't need this big like $350 machine.
So it was a Capri Sun machine?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the company went out. Their whole thing was the machine kept these rollers cold so that when it pressed the juice, it pressed it out ice cold. But you could pretty much achieve the same thing with a couple ice cubes.
Well, I got to ask you now, since we're in this world.
Okay.
Have you ever tried the SodaStream stuff?
Yes.
And doing all that?
Yes.
What is your opinion?
Okay. It depends.
All right.
There are certain aspects that I liked about it and certain aspects that I didn't. The thing that I liked about it was that you could carbonate non-carbonated beverages, although you had to be careful with it because you had to carbonate the water first and then add the drink later. But they had certain drinks that weren't usually carbonated, like specifically Country Time Lemonade and Hawaiian Punch were the two that I genuinely liked. You wouldn't think.
That sounds good.
It does. Carbonated lemonade was surprisingly great.
I could see that.
The problem is when you're trying to make your own soda. Because there's a very
regular soda?
Yes, just regular soda, be it the Dr. Variety, cola, lemon, lime, whatever flavor you're using.
Sure.
There's a very specific ratio of syrup to carbonation to liquid that the companies use, that we're used to. And I never, not one time using a SodaStream, not one time did I achieve true soda.
Okay.
I either got super syrupy, not carbonated enough, or way too carbonated, not syrupy enough, or both. Or it was just flat and flat, like flat water. I never.
Do they give
could
you
perfect
measurements, like in a recipe guide or something?
There's recommended measurements, but even using those, it was never spot on. It's almost like there's some kind of like 0.3 or 0.4 that PepsiCo or Coca-Cola is holding on to that makes all the difference.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I didn't get it.
Huh.
Now, granted, my SodaStream wasn't a fancy one because there's those ones that like you set the carbonation level and then just push the button and it does it for you. Mine was one of those, you have to pull the thing down and it goes psh, 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 and every time you pulled it down, it carbonated it more. I was told 3 presses of the carbonation thing would be good. I found it was 4 to 5, and if you went 6 to 7, it could blow the thing up or cause the thing to pop off.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's a dangerous game, that SodaStream.
Would it be worth it to make signature drinks or something?
Maybe. I mean, maybe for like a cocktail, but I never used. I had one and used it like 3 times, and then it just sat in the corner of my cupboard until we got rid of it.
And that's the problem. Like I mean, people are like, well, make your own soda. Da, 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 da. It's too convenient to just buy a 6-pack of cola at the store.
Really is.
It's just...
They've put research and development into this product. They know consistently that this product is going to be good. I understand that I'm giving my money to a commercial organization, whatever.
Well, you are with the SodaStream, just a different commercial organization.
Hey, I got to go do a country real quick. You want to hit the weather, but before you do, let me do one read, and then they can do the other on the other side?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm double duty here on this one.
There's actually a third one later.
Oh, crap, thanks. Hey, have you heard, Mike, since you have all this extra free time and a screen in front of you, have you heard about Plateau's new app-based TV service called Plateau Stream?
I haven't. It's awesome.
Yeah, I've heard. You know, but let me tell them out there. See, you can enjoy all of your favorite Plateau channels on multiple devices within the home, whether it be your home TV, your tablet, your laptop, whatever device you happen to be using, you can enjoy it on that device. With this new service, you can now have cloud DVR that can be accessed from most devices within your home, along with start over and look back functionality. Plus, Plateau Stream has subscription video on demand. So even when nothing else is on, there's always something on. For more information or to sign up for service, head to plateau.tv/stream. That's plateau.tv/stream. plateau.tv/stream.
Yes.
Speaking of
Find
stream,
you a plateau.
SodaStream.
Hang on, all right.
That's right. Well, I'm going to go to a country break, and you do you for a minute.
All right. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, get out there, get you soda, get you on a plateau, and watch you some Plateau TV. Yeah. All right. It is 21 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's go ahead and get you up to date on the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have low pressure east of the mountains and a dry downslope flow coming into our area. Mid-90s today, and we should get plenty of sunshine. Overnight looks clear with our low in the upper 60s. And then tomorrow it'll stay sunny, and our afternoon high should stay in the low 90s. Then we're back to the mid-90s and sunny on Friday. No rain for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. This is staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
Thank you, Steve. I think that's a new term. I've never heard that. Downslope flow. Sounds like a skiing term. Currently 77 here in Roswell. Humidity is at 58%. Winds currently out of the south at 10 miles per hour. For today, sunny skies. Highs near the century mark. Yeah, 99 officially. With winds out of the south 5 to 10 today. Tonight, mostly clear with an overnight low of 68. South winds 5 to 15. Thursday, sunny, 95. Winds out of the south 10 to 15 miles per hour. For you Friday, sunny and 95. South winds 5 to 10. Then looking at the weekend, mostly sunny Saturday, high of 93. Sunday, mostly sunny, more of the same. Highs right around 93. For Sunday night and Monday, we do have rain chances, a 20% Sunday night, and then Monday, a 20% under mostly sunny skies, high of 89. And then looks like Tuesday, just sunny, highs in the low 90s. So just a Sunday night, Monday thing. All right, it is 23 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's take a commercial break, and then we'll be back on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
The massive vehicle blowout is on now at Roswell Nissan with truckloads of vehicles, virtually every make and model to choose from at liquidation prices. Get a 2018 Altima for just $189 a month, a 2016 Versa for just $149 a month, or an 08 Pathfinder for just $99 a month. Get a 12-pack just for stopping by, a Bluetooth speaker with a qualified test drive, and a Target gift card with purchase. And bring your mailer to play Lucky Lotto to win cold, hard cash. Sizzling savings during the massive vehicle blowout on now at Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Bob Reed Pest Control is committed to providing the most modern pest control management solutions for homes and businesses. Bob Reed can handle every aspect of pest control, from general insects to trees, shrubs, yard treatments, and commercial weed control. They're the only authorized Centricon termite elimination system operator in southeastern New Mexico. No job is too big or too small. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today. Southeastern New Mexico's pest management professionals, 623-5344, and find them fast in names and numbers.
You're invited to the 15th Annual Ag Invitational Golf Tournament, happening September 2nd through the 4th at the Artesia Country Club Golf Course. Proceeds raised will benefit the Eddy County, Chaves County, and Eastern New Mexico State Fair Junior Livestock Sales. Sponsorship at this year's event includes over $12,000 in prizes, plus closest to the pin, door prizes, free drinks and food, and player and sponsor gifts. Call Juan Jimenez for more information and to sign up. 575-746-6732. Presented by First American Bank, Schooler Purina, DBS Commodities, CVE, Royal Services, and Pecos Valley Equipment.
Red Dirt Black Gold returns to downtown Artesia Saturday, August 28th. An all-day block party celebrating tradition, heritage, and a whole lot of fun. Featuring co-headliners Bart Crow and Reckless Kelly.
7 nights in Ireland.
Thanks to presenting sponsor ConocoPhillips for making all this possible. Get more info at reddirtblackgold.com. Red Dirt Black Gold 2021, Saturday, August 28th in downtown Artesia. Presented by ConocoPhillips. Ad paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax. Celebrate heroes during Roswell Ford's first annual 9/11 Hometown Heroes Car Show. Saturday, September 11th from 10 to noon at Roswell Ford. Register now at roswellford.com to enter in the car show. Entry is $20 with all proceeds going to benefit local charities. You must have your vehicle set up at Roswell Ford by 8 a.m. on September 11th with your vehicle on display until 1 p.m. Trophies will be awarded to all first place vehicle finishers in all categories, plus a $1,000 cash prize for the best overall finisher. Deadline to enter is September 6th. Do you know someone who makes a difference at home, at work or school, or in the community? Nominate them for the first ever Hometown Hero Award. Complete and submit your nomination form at roswellford.com. You can nominate anyone to be a hometown hero. One Roswell Ford hometown hero will be selected and honored during the event. Register now for the first annual Roswell Ford Hometown Heroes Car Show, Saturday, September the 11th. This event sponsored by LGS Guns and Ammo, 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, CRM Discount Awards and Sports, and National Furniture Liquidators.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service also allows me to be there for my community in ways others can't. I help my hometown recover after nature strikes. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my country and those I care about safe from threats. I also work with a network of professionals that help me succeed. Also, the Army National Guard's education benefits make getting a higher education a reality. Being an Army National Guard soldier makes living and serving in my community more rewarding every day. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting NationalGuard.com.
Sponsored by the New Mexico Army National Guard. Aired by the New Mexico Broadcasters Association and this station.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. The world's oldest chewing gum dates back to at least 5,000 years. After chewing it, they stuck it at the bottom of their desk. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 27 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome. You there, Sean, or are you still working? I think he's still working. Okay, just me then. All right. So, I will give a full report, hopefully tomorrow, on the Bob Ross documentary. It's an hour and a half. I've already scoped out everything. My wife wants to watch it. I will not watch it during the day today, so I'm going to wait till tonight. But I will watch it and give a full report tomorrow. That's my commitment to you. Just kidding. I want to watch it, and I want to talk about it. So I'm very curious to see how... I hope they don't bag on Bob. I hope Bob's okay. I hope that would be really disheartening if it's Bob that's got the evilness. I from everything on stories and stuff, it's like partners and other people that have taken advantage of the family. I hope Bob is not the orchestrator of all that. So I'll find out in the documentary. Report back tomorrow on that. You know, the other thing, like I said, I get kind of hooked on some of these Reels channels things. After Kim left, I just popped it on. I just put it on to have it in the background. And apparently during the day, and I don't know if this is every day, but they've got some marathon on Reels right now, and it's called Copycat Killers. And the whole premise of this show, it's a bit of a stretch. I don't know. But it's enough to where it's on in the background. I'm going to change it when I'm actually devoted to TV watching. But the whole premise of this show is it's 1 hour episodes and it's marathons. And so they take, most of these are movies I'm seeing from the 90s and the 80s. Basically, they'll take some movie about a serial killer or psychopath or something like that, and then go find stories in the real world that match the movie. And it's a bit of a stretch. Like the one this morning I caught bits and pieces of. They got one run right now is on Natural Born Killers. Remember that movie from the 90s with Woody Harrelson? Where it's a love story. It's Oliver Stone did it. It was back in the 90s. It was popular then. It was pretty gory. Shoot 'em up. But I guess there's some couple post movie that kind of did similar things, and so they're saying that they used the movie as their influence. Before that, it was the movie Heathers, and they did something I missed most of that one. And then the one before that was comparing the movie American Psycho, the one with Christian Bale. That came out in the 2000s. That was a more newer movie. So some 20-some-year-old kid, I didn't catch the beginning, but it sounds like he's a kid from some affluent parents. He was roommates with some couple other kids, killed them, and then went on some kind of killing spree of sorority girls, because I think he had a manifesto he put out, and he was basically a kid that was rich, that thought the world owed him, and he basically didn't get that. Girls didn't like him. He was awkward or whatever, I don't know, but he snapped, wrote a manifesto, and killed a bunch of people.
This is based on a true story?
Yeah, well, this is the show. It's a show on Reels right now. Mm-hmm. It's called Copycat Killers.
Okay.
And so the whole premise of the show is they'll take movies that had like for instance, I was just talking about it, Natural Born Killers.
Okay.
That movie, they take a situation that's similar and try to compare them. And so they did this on the American Psycho, and so I don't know. It's a disturbed kid. Nothing else matched. Mm-hmm. He wasn't a Wall Street type and all that. It's just, I don't know. It's they're trying to make a show out of something that's barely a show,
right?
And it's entertaining enough to keep it on the background, and that's about it. So.
That's the thing is everybody has to tie the crime, or could it be like a copycat, or could it be based on? And Law and Order was real big on that for a number of years, and they still sort of still toy with it, but they were real big on that for a few years.
I don't know how many promos, like TV, like the commercials
based on true events.
Yeah, exactly. Ripped out of the headlines.
Yeah, ripped from the headlines. That was the big one.
Yeah, that was a big ripped out of the headlines. Oh boy. So, well, and to be honest, the one they're doing now on Natural Born Killers, there's a good point to this documentary, because it's the movie. If you've never seen the movie, the whole premise of the movie is it's a murder. I mean, it's a husband and wife, or boyfriend girlfriend, fall in love and kill people while they're doing it. And
this one does.
Basically, it's two sides to this. The movie's that side, a love story of murder, but the other side is a shot at the media, basically saying we sensationalize serial killers and murder and things like that, and we turn people that are despicable people into celebrities. And that movie was kind of a Bonnie and Clyde-esque type thing, and so. And then the Copycat Killer shows kind of exploiting on that side of it. The media. We got to blame others.
Not for nothing.
Except for these people that actually did the sick things.
That must be just the most awkward first date ever. You're sitting across from somebody, you're trying to get to know them. You're like, so you into roller skating? No, not really. What kind of music do you like? I mean, I kind of like all music. Is there a certain type of food you like? I mean, I guess Italian food. All right, fine. Let's just say what we like doing more than anything else on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Suicide, homicide. Oh my God. It's been you the whole time. And then love at first sight.
Then they start playing the love music.
I imagine me and you just skipping across on the beach with like a machete in one hand and like a Gatling gun in the other.
Maybe they should spoof a movie. Do a movie spoof and do this.
I feel like maybe they have.
They probably have.
I feel like I'm seeing it so vividly in my head. I feel like it does exist.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Optioned by Adam Sandler, which we were just talking about off the air. Roy brought up Taylor Lautner. Did Adam Sandler go ahead and destroy his career?
Well, he did the Grown Ups movie,
right? But think about the last thing you saw Taylor Lautner in was that Ridiculous 6.
I never watched that.
Oh well, he was the dumb kid.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind.
Yeah, he was in that Western.
That's the cowboy movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, he was the dumb kid in that movie, and that's the last thing I can think of that I've seen him in, unless he's doing like a Shark Boy and Lava Girl reboot or something. But
I think Taylor Lautner did Taylor Downfall. I think he got typecast into that heartthrobbing teeny look.
That's the thing is he leaned way too heavily into his teen heartthrobness in that he dated Taylor Swift, so it was Taylor and Taylor. He was always shirtless, constantly shirtless.
Yeah.
For as much money as the boy makes, you'd think he could afford a good T-shirt, selection.
And unfortunately, he looks like a poor man's what's his name? The other hunky dude.
The Rock?
Bad Grandpa.
Johnny Knoxville?
No, the other one. Not that bad Grandpa.
You're talking about Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, yeah, thank you.
Which kind of,
he's a poor man, Zac Efron.
Not necessarily, because I think his look was always more like Efron's was always his face, whereas Lautner was like his abs. It was like he had the body.
That's true.
He had the body of a wolf, which is why he never wore a shirt. Like there's snow on that hillside. Put a shirt on, boy. You're gonna catch your death.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of shirtless Zac Efron movies too.
Roy, can you isolate that clip? I just
have you seen the Baywatch movie?
No, I have not.
Yeah, the one with the Rock in
Yeah.
It's awful. It's not that awful.
I had the other room. Roy just goes, yeah. Cool, so I think I got it. No, I've seen like previews of it. That's now okay. I might be mixing. Is that the one with? I know it's the one with Zac Efron, but is that also the one with Dax Shepard?
Maybe.
Or is
I
he
think you're right.
Okay.
I think you're right.
I wasn't sure if he was in another movie like that or what, but anyways,
they all kind of blend.
They really
like
do.
Chips. Chips was one that.
I think that's what it was.
Little area.
I snapped and pointed at the camera. I think that's exactly what it was. I think that Dax Shepard did Chips, and Zac Efron did Baywatch, or vice versa.
Because Efron was in Baywatch.
Okay.
And what's his name was in Chips.
I don't have my phone over here. Look.
Which, by the way, I did not like the Chips movie.
No? I heard good things. I heard it had a really good budget, and so there's like a lot of explosions and stuff. But
I mean, as far as the value of the explosions and all that, it was fine. I don't know. I watched the TV show as a kid, and it wasn't like the TV show.
Right.
Other than they were on motorcycles, and their name was Ponch and John.
I was like, there wasn't enough Ponch.
Everything else was way different. It was too much John, not enough Ponch.
Gotcha.
In the movie, it was more about John than Ponch, where Ponch was really the star in the
That's
show.
probably a creative choice where they're like, I feel like Estrada got his time. It's John time now.
Well, that show's popular because,
because that what do you call it? Chewing gum smile?
Yeah.
That Wrigley smile?
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. Hey, I get a text reminder, and thank you for that. American Legion Post 61.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they normally be coming in this morning, but since they were in earlier this week, they're coming in next time. But they're out at Memory Lawn Cemetery right now. and they are working. So if folks want to come out there and work, or if you want to make donations, drop by a monetary donation. They're out there right now as we speak, working, mowing and doing their thing out there. Right. So I think they got underway about 8 o'clock this morning.
So help out the folks at Memory Lawn there with American Legion Post 61. You know who else is working, Mike?
Who's that?
The fine folks at Zia Guns USA in Roswell.
Oh boy, howdy.
They're working hard for you and everyone out there that needs firearms and the accessories to go with them. In fact, right now, Zia Guns USA has a full line of 22 caliber Rossi rifles in stock for just $149 while supplies last. They're also your full line Tacticam dealer. These are the same ones used on hunting shows worldwide, so you can get those and up your spotting game. They've also got a new shipment of knives by Benchmade and by Case at Zia Guns USA in Roswell, as well as they'll buy your guns. They got cash on hand, tons of it, in fact, so walk in with your gun. You'll walk out with cash on hand today. Zia Guns USA also carries Black Rifle coffee. If somebody is maybe more of a coffee drinker, not necessarily a firearms carrier, they got the whole line available and waiting for you today at Zia Guns USA. They're also your only authorized Dr. Squatch retailer in the region, so you can help get the man in your life smelling more like a man every single day of the year. Hey, stop by locally owned Zia Guns USA at 1907 North Main right here in Roswell. They're the only gun store open on Sundays but closed on Saturdays because they spend their Saturdays with their families, and you should too. Zia Guns USA right here in Roswell.
Sorry, I started talking and realized I potted my mic down.
Love that. That's the thing with those boards. There's a lot of different things you got to watch. There's the slider on the right side. There's your dial. A lot of different elements you got to keep an eye on.
I've done the set it and forget it method. So basically, only thing I mess with is the main mix slider, pop it up and down.
Right.
Everything else is right where I want it. And weirdly enough, I've had my setup here on the dining room table. Got my laptop mixer and all that. I have a lot of wires. You know the setup.
It gets busy.
There's a good amount of wires flowing around. I have a cat that chews. She's a chewer.
Right.
She likes to chew, and plastic wires, that's her jam.
Well, it makes sense. It's mouth sized.
So I was thinking this is going to be a problem. I'm going to set this up, tear it down every day.
Right.
But I was like, man. So my wife was like, no, we'll just cover it up. And so she had this towel thing that we kind of set over it. Well, good news, bad news. Bad news is the towel did not work to keep the cats off the stuff. They saw it as a bed and tried to lay on it.
Oh, of course.
So I laid
Plus,
the
it's
towel.
warm back there, too.
Yeah, it's exactly. Yeah, the nice and warm, the heat from the computer, what have you. So this was my method.
Okay.
Turns out the cat, the one that chews, does not care about these wires. Thank God. She's
that's a plus.
She's good. She's my buddy. She hangs out by me, but she has no interest, which I'm happy about. The other one wants to lay up here all the time, just laying, not chewing, just wants to lay,
just lounging.
So the towel that served as a cover, I just set it in front of me on the table, in front of all my equipment, and now the cats don't mess with any of this. And they go right to that towel and just lay on the towel.
You Pavlov's dogged your cats into thinking the towel was a bed.
Yes.
Well played,
So
sir.
they're now more interested in the towel and could care less about this stuff. And so when they come up here, and matter of fact, Bella, my black and white, she just lives on this thing all day. Like the last 2 days, she actually, the end of the show, in the 9 o'clock hour, she came up here and lay down there, hung out. And she did not leave that spot until her mother came home yesterday afternoon.
Nice. No, because, priorities. Fine, I'll get up. Mom's here.
She literally did not move all day. I was like, is that thing alive?
I decided I'm no longer feeding my cats in the morning. I will not do it anymore because they have now been trained to, as soon as like 3:30, 4 in the morning comes up, they'll just start bugging. Like they're either crying or like even worse, getting up right next to me. And Stefan, he knows exactly what he's doing too, that little son of a gun. He has the coldest, wettest nose, and he'll just randomly touch me with it. It's like I can't get comfortable because I'll get comfortable and I'll feel just a cold, wet dot. I'm like, no.
So
Takes you right out of it.
Do you think the cat gets the nose good and wet before, like deliberately, like, oh, it's good and wet now, time to wake up Sean?
I think he wets it, and then I think he goes for a couple of quick laps around the house. Because he does the skitter thing. I think he gets a couple of laps around the house to get it nice and cool. He lets the wind hit it to cool, air cooled nose, and then he hits it. Plus, now in my room, this is the other thing. I sleep. The way my air conditioner is in my room with the fan on it, it's literally the coldest room in the entirety of the house by like 20 degrees at night. It gets stupid cold in my room at night.
Nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
I dig it. But as a result, I'm pretty sure my cat just butts up against the air conditioner. He's like, all right, we're good. Hit him with the ice cubes.
I got to know, is your cat a licker?
No, he's more of a beer person. He prefers Amstel.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he's not really a licker. He's a nuzzler. That's Stefan. He nuzzles.
Okay.
Tony hadn't really figured out his style yet. Tony's just kind of like there, but he's a nuzzler. One of the cutest things that's happened. This is how I know that they're okay with each other. And I don't think they saw me see him, because if they did, they would have stopped and awkwardly walked to other ends of the room. I walked in the other day and Stefan was cleaning Tony.
Oh yeah,
he was
grooming.
Licking him on top of the head and stuff.
I've caught him checking out.
Right?
They do the same thing. My cats.
Do
they pretend like they don't like each other, but they really do.
Yeah.
And the reason I know this is because every time one of them has a moment of displeasure, like one's getting disciplined or the other one's just mad about something, whatever, the other cat gets right up in the other, like checking, sniffing, like, you okay?
Right.
You like it? Like gets like the other one, I don't know, says accidentally step on one of their foots or something, and yells. The other one runs up and's like, "Ooh, what? It's okay? Okay, smelling.
What
face,
happened, bud?
checking
Everything
out.
all right?" And then realizes you're watching, like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah,
Tries to play it cool.
Yeah, and then I've caught them rub up on each other a couple of times too, where they, the nuzzle thing you're talking about.
Yep.
One will come up and start doing, how they rub up on your legs and all that. She'll do it to each other.
Nice.
Caught 'em
See,
do that.
yeah, they're secret friends. They just can't let us know about it.
Yeah, but then the other one will be laying on the couch doing nothing, sleeping, minding her own business, and the other one just comes up and whacks her because she's bored. I've seen her do it. I'm like, what a jerk move. Just whack. And then the other move is my wife's lap is a place of sanctum for the cats.
Sure. That's the prime spot.
Yeah, they sometimes on mine, but mostly on hers.
That's where loving is to be had.
Exactly. But a lot of times they share. There'll be a 2-cat lap situation going on there. But every once in a while, one's laying in a spot the other one wants to be in, and the other one doesn't like it, and so they start fighting and get nasty. But the other one, again, will have the same one that attacks the other one for no reason. If the other cat's just laying there sometimes, not doing nothing, sleeping, the other one will get up there, start crap, get her mad, knock her off, and then get down herself and go about her day. She didn't want to be up there. She just didn't like that the other one was comfortable up there.
How dare you? How dare you be comfortable right now?
Yeah.
I'll take care of this.
So, that's what we deal with.
Oh, sure.
It's 9:47. Let's go ahead and do news. Do our last break here, and then we'll wrap up the show and everything. We got one more live read.
Yes, I found it,
and we'll knock that out on the other side of the break.
Indeed.
All right, news. Quick break. We'll be back to wrap up the show. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Now for a Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. A lawsuit filed on behalf of a New Mexico nurse and an agricultural worker challenges the constitutionality of recent public health orders requiring people with certain jobs to get COVID-19 vaccinations and restricting admittance to the state fair. The lawsuit filed last week in federal court asks a judge to block enforcement of the order requiring health workers, teachers, and certain other workers to get vaccinated. An indigenous leader from New Mexico and former U.S. Interior Secretary Bruce Babbitt called on the federal government Tuesday to overhaul its oil and gas leasing program to ensure the protection of cultural resources, saying for far too long, tribal expertise has been ignored to the detriment of sacred landscapes. Acoma Pueblo Governor Brian Valle and Babbitt highlighted recommendations outlined in a new report. That report looks at the government's leasing policies and how they've been implemented across the U.S. West over the last several decades. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
The truth and nothing but. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Why didn't you evacuate every American when the Taliban didn't have control of Kabul? Why didn't you identify every American when the Taliban didn't have control of Kabul? Why didn't you identify every ally of ours for the last 20 years now that the Taliban has every computer program that identifies them before they took control of Kabul? Why did you surrender control of Kabul? Why didn't you see the Taliban on the march? Why didn't you make a contingency plan to take our military equipment home? Billions and billions of dollars worth, including Black Hawk helicopters, fairly expensive items, and leave it for the Taliban.
Keeping you on the straight path. Later today, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
Warner Brothers Pictures presents Cry Macho, a story of being lost and found as Clint Eastwood returns as Mike Milo, a one-time rodeo star who then takes a job from an ex-boss to bring the man's young son home from Mexico. The unlikely pair face a challenging journey. The only road home is through redemption. Now, you'll be able to see it in theaters and on HBO Max for 31 days, September the 17th. It's rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for kids under 13. Hey, get your home summer ready with custom window treatments from Blinds.com. Now get a high-end look without high-end prices on their most popular outdoor shades. You can transform your backyard into a shady weekend oasis and light filtering shades that help block UV rays without obstructing your view. Plus, right now, Blinds.com is offering up to 35% off everything. Blinds.com, they make ordering custom window treatments online easy. Now go to Blinds.com to shop up to 35% off everything. Rules and restrictions may apply.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. We have low pressure east of the mountains and a dry downslope flow coming into our area. Mid-90s today, and we should get plenty of sunshine. Overnight looks clear with our low in the upper 60s. And then tomorrow it'll stay sunny and our afternoon high should stay in the low 90s. Then we're back to the mid-90s and sunny on Friday. No rain for the weekend. That's your latest forecast. This is staff meteorologist Steve Hamilton.
With the SRN News Business Brief, I'm Rich Thomason. Stocks bounced around a bit this morning on Wall Street, moving between small gains and losses. Investors anxious to hear what Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will say in a major policy speech Friday in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Some Fed officials argue the central bank needs to start winding down bond purchases and other stimulus as hiring and inflation rise. Others want to wait for stronger signs that a recovery has really taken hold. Fox News Channel, bolstered by viewers' rapt attention to the U.S.-led evacuation from Afghanistan, was last week's most-watched TV outlet on broadcast or cable. That according to Nielsen Company ratings numbers released today. TikTok users will soon be able to buy merchandise directly through the short videos on the app. It's something they had only been able to do through ads until now. With business, I'm Rich Thomason.
We serve all New Mexico. If you think it's hard to take out a home loan, those rumors are wrong. It's not true. Contact Loan Officer Elliot Rodriguez, MLS number 41002 at CMG Financial, phone number 719-237-4680. At CMG Financial, we can help. Experience extraordinary with CMG Financial, every customer, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage Incorporated, MLS 1820. CMG Mortgage Incorporated is equal opportunity lender. To verify complete list of states licensed, visit www.mlsconsumersaccess.org.
Equal fair housing is the right for everyone to have access to all housing opportunities without discrimination based on race, religion, national origin, sex, color, familial status, or disability.
It's an idea whose time has come. The MTA Mechanics and Tires Mobile Tire Shop. No longer will the drama of auto service ruin your entire day. Instead, MTA Mechanics and Tires will come to you. MTA will install new tires, fix your brakes, or just fix a flat while your vehicle is at work, home, or even the airport. So skip the drama. Call the mobile tire shop at MTA Mechanics and Tires, covering Roswell, Carlsbad, and Artesia.
The massive vehicle elimination event is on now at Roswell Honda. A huge roundup of clean, quality pre-owned vehicles marked way down to clear the lot. They need the space, so you get the savings. Like a 2014 Grand Caravan for just $169 a month, a 2010 Honda Pilot for just $159 a month, or a 2014 Chevy Cruze for just $139 a month. And with $2,000 of payment assistance, now is the best time ever to buy. Get a 12-pack for stopping by, a smartwatch with qualified test drive, and Monopoly with every purchase. The massive vehicle elimination event on now at Roswell Honda, 2177 West 2nd.
Welcome to the Asian market. This is Nok. Right now we have a new ingredient like galanga, lemongrass, lime leaf, and Thai chili to make tom yam goong and tom kha gai. And try out new delicious noodle soup on Saturday. Come see me at the Asian Market, 5702 South Main. Call for order 840-5309.
College football is back on the High Plains. You don't want to miss out on your Eastern New Mexico University Greyhounds' return to the gridiron as they welcome 6 home opponents this fall. The home schedule features the Wagon Wheel rivalry game versus West Texas A&M, our annual homecoming game, and the home opener on September 2nd versus Central Washington. Season tickets are now available for as low as $25 per person. Call 575-562-2153 or visit goeasternathletics.com for more information. ENMU Greyhound football all in.
This is Dallas Cowboys football 2021.
Prescott in the gun. They blitz.
Only heard here.
Deep ball by Prescott. Man all alone at the goal line. CeeDee Lamb.
All season.
43 yards, a touchdown, and a touchdown dance. Sunday afternoon, it's your Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Live from AT&T Stadium on this Dallas Cowboys radio network station.
Pre-game at 10 a.m., kickoff at 11 on 92.9 The Brand. Brought to you by Brewer Grill.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Bamboo plants can grow up to 36 inches in a day. So if you're told you're growing like a weed, you can say, no, I'm growing like a bamboo. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. 9:56.
Mike, I got to go real quick. I have like 20 seconds or like 30 seconds before I have to be over there. So just real quick, let me hit this. At any given time, there are 3 to 5 agencies listening in on your phone calls. Do you know that? Deaf Protection, that's DEAF. It's Enabling Assisting Framework. Now, you might say you have nothing to hide or I don't have anything the government doesn't care about. So why would you let unwanted intrusions of your privacy happen? That's the question. DEF prevents outside entities from listening by cloaking your phone from all-seeing technology. Because what they can't see, they can't hack. Sign up now for Deaf Protection. That's DEAF Protection at deafprotection.com because privacy is freedom and many known household names use Deaf Protection. Sign up today at deafprotection.com. That's DEAFprotection.com.
Thank you, Sean. It is 9:57. Don't forget, I mentioned earlier, but American Legion Post 61, they're at Memory Lawn Cemetery as we speak. They're doing some work this morning. They got underway about 8 a.m. And if you'd like to help out, please, more the merrier. But if you're like, I don't want to get physical here, but I could help out financially, awesome. Come by, make a donation. All of it will go towards the upkeep and maintenance there at Memory Lawn. I'll tell you, I know there's a lot going on in the internet worlds about that place. And people saying this and that. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of great people doing a lot of great things to get that thing back to where it needs to be, including the owner of the facility. I know there's a lot of people saying this was happening or that's happening, and not all of that is true or accurate. I don't want to get into details, but I'll just say, like the rest of the internet, be careful what you read. Not all of it's true. Some of it's people just saying things that they think is right or just want to stir a pot because, I don't know, they can. I don't know. I don't know their motives. But I do know this. There's a lot of people, including the owner of that property, that is working to get that place back to where it should be. And there's been a lot of hurdles, obstacles, a lot of bad luck over the years. And stuff like that going on. So it's being rectified. It takes time. Could use more help. Public, want to get involved, please come out there and make a donation, or if you'd like to help maintain, we're doing all that, but it's a good thing. So, hey, Bella, my cat came to visit. But just saying, people are trying to do a lot of good work. People talk on the internet. Some have their hearts in the right place. Others do not. Just be aware of that.
I just choose to keep my mouth shut. It's so much nicer here. Just right here in the creamy middle.
Right there. Nobody
knows how you feel. It's that whole, it's better to be thought a fool and keep your mouth shut than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Apparently I didn't learn that lesson.
That's kind of where I live my life.
Yeah. If you missed any part of our show, you can go back and check it out, ksvptv.com, or the Mornings with Mike Winters channel there. You'll find it there. Also on our Facebook page as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much for allowing us to be a part of it. We'll talk to you bright and early, 7 a.m.
See you.
Manana.
Talk radio has landed on the all-new 106.